All right, what's going on? Can we? There we go. Okay. What's going on, people? Had to get myself some snacks. Got myself a yarrito. That's how you say it. Pretty sure that is. You know what it is. We are going to be starting bracket probably in about next 10, 15 minutes. I just got back though, so how have these friendlies been? Have they been entertaining at least? All right, we're getting bracket started. What's up, JT Nomad? Who's on the mic? You probably wouldn't recognize my name. I honestly don't know who you are. I've seen your name in chat a couple times, so I thought I'd just say hi.
Hello gamers, it is I, Balco, here to commentate DankStep and Crazzyo. That's what I see. Yeah, I'm something of a musician. I know something about DankStep. Fart step. Yeah, man. Alright, let's see what we got. DankStep, Donkey Kong, Crazzyo. I didn't hear what he's... Inkling. We don't have many Inklings here. This is interesting. We're at Smashville, close quarters. I didn't see who won the rock, paper, scissors, but I feel like both characters kind of benefit from close quarter combat. Donkey Kong has a lot of like out of shield, bear out of shield's really good, and Inkling has just a really good combo game. So especially Donkey Kong's definitely going to suffer if Inkling gets in. Rare not up air after the cargo up throw. Okay, nice punish. And how do you get back to stage? The platform is dangerous against Donkey Kong. He has so many options above him. Oh! Nice awareness. Yep, that bear's quick. I think it's like frame 7 or something. It's crazy. And he can chase off the stage too. It's a really good option. Yeah, that armor. Are you gonna get back to stage? Okay. Crazzyo took back stage control. Middle, center stage. Yeah, but every time DankStep gets these grabs in center stage, it doesn't matter. He wrests all control away from Crazzyo. So Crazzyo seems to have a hard time landing, especially when up to... Oh! That's got a smart. The donkey punch. So, DankStep's playing this really well. Okay, no jump. Okay, no tech either. All right. Smart way. Okay. Now, what I want to know is what can Crazzyo do to adapt to this? Because this pressure from DankStep is not letting up, and he has no reason to stop. He doesn't feel very threatened. It looks like I think challenging the edge guard. I think the edge guard is maybe something that Crazzyo can maybe adopt into his game plan. That's unfortunate. But a clean 3-stock from DankStep. Very nice. Inkling had no chance. So, what's the counterpick stage? I imagine DankStep might ban like the larger stages. So Inkling does want the close quarters. So I'm curious to see where we're going. We are going to, woo. Okay, standard PS2, just all around good stage. A lot more camping potential from Inkling as well. Like you get the splatter bomb that gets covers a lot of stages. I didn't see any roller in the previous game. I can't believe it. I completely forgot about it. It used to be the bane of online. And yeah, I like this edge guarding with the bomb. You throw it off the edge, and then Donkey Kong has a very linear recovery. So if you hit Donkey Kong in any way so that he can't recover properly, it's a big deal. And it looks like I'm being joined by the man of the hour, 6 a.m. Hello. Bakko and Balco? Yeah, because I hold the L. All right, so far we've seen a dominating performance from DankStep. So I'm the counterpick to PS2 I think is a good option. I really see a huge improvement from Crazzyo in terms of how the positioning of the stage really affects his options. The center platform of Smashville I think really did him in with the juggling that DankStep is really good at.
Yeah, I mean, Smashville is such a powerful stage for any character that just like loves center stage, and I think it's very similar for like characters like Wolf. So yeah. DankStep took good advantage of that, but now there's Spy Plats. I'm not sure. Oh, we see a death here.
DankStep has really good reads. Like I see that like these headbutts and these giant punch. He got a giant punch in the last game. Like he just had.
Whoa.
Commentator's blessing.
Commentator's blessing.
Yeah, up tilt seems to be a really helpful tool for him as well. Because he gets him into this elevator situation. Goodbye, 5th floor. See you later.
Yeah, DankStep has really just adapted here. Like, he was kind of getting screwed up by like fast Inkling. Inkling has a very good way to get in.
Whoa!
Ooh, what the hell? DankStep's just kind of reading his soul right now. Like,
Yeah,
you
a little bit.
maybe a bit too much. Like he's like
Oh.
he did a ritual and he's very deep in right now.
He tried to return his soul to the library. He was done with it. You know what I see? I see DankStep still limiting stage control. Like it's a bigger stage, but doesn't really seem to be helping.
Okay.
Okay.
No death there, but very good read.
Interesting spinning Kong. Okay.
Yeah.
Crazzyo has some potential.
Well, clearly he was psyching him out just so that he can get this stock a bit quicker on the last stock.
Right. But it might not be the move, because if he's able to get some ink on him, maybe get a roller, get a up smash, forward smash.
Ooh.
Crazzyo's been using a lot of these bombs off stage too, so if he gets a good edge guard, cheeky edge guard can do it.
Yeah.
Very good spacing.
I think the major thing that Crazzyo has done differently in this match is back air. That back air is
That's
just
fair.
like it's a gun, but there's like so much space to it. It's like a sword move. Like,
Oh, absolutely. Well, it's a disjoint, right?
yeah, it is a disjoint. It's just like I didn't really I saw like nair and stuff while I was watching on the side. Oh,
This doesn't look good. Oh!
yeah.
In the corner of my eye, I see 6 a.m. Demonstrating the thank you. He wasn't spinning, but he was very much Kong.
Yeah.
So, Bakko, Balco, the dream team,
Yep.
I would say.
Yep.
Eventually, I will give him the L, but I'm holding
Yeah.
on to it. I made that joke like 7,000 times, but like I think it's so funny. Every time they call your name for a match, I'm like,
Is that
it's
you?
not me. It's not me. Okay.
Yeah, I suppose it's on stream.
Wait, do we have a stream match?
Never.
One? No?
No.
That'll be funny. I can't wait for commentators to deal with that.
Yeah. Hold on.
I think my match might be called soon. I don't know.
Let me see if that's even gonna be possible tonight. So if you beat the winner of New Player 1 and Donkey God, and then you beat Fillie, and then I beat my matches, we can play on stream.
Yes. I want a Pac-Man Ditto to get me there, and then a Yoshi.
Then beat Yoshi, yeah. I'm down for that. I want to lose to Fillie again. It's just fucking
Who
Yoshi.
wants to lose to Yoshi? Honestly, it feels bad every time, right?
It feels like a 12-year-old has just been throwing their controller against the wall in a tantrum, and the buttons somehow input like perfectly.
I hate how much I agree with you.
Yeah.
Like, too much. Oh, man. What I don't like is that he like whips you with his butt. Like that. Like all of his moves are just like like Indiana Jones, but like butt first.
Yeah, I don't like his double jump invincibility. It's like I had a Yoshi main explain it to me once. It's like subtractive armor. It's really weird.
Subtractive armor. I've never even heard of it.
Yeah, I don't even know what
Is
it is.
it unique?
Something like that, yeah. I don't know the exact term for it, but it was just like it's not super armor. So
Do you know Ashen? I feel like I've seen Ashen before.
Ashen is a Byleth / Pyra.
Ooh, DLC.
Yeah.
Loving it.
Ashen has been like doing really well. Like he's not like breached like the top 8 barrier, but like I'm scared to play him. And
wow, that says a lot coming from you.
Yeah. No, he's taken a game off me once, and
okay.
Yeah. This Byleth is pretty crazy.
Is it aggression? Because that's what I imagine when I hear Pyramithra and Byleth. I hear like a different kind of Byleth, like a more in your face kind of situation.
Yeah, they're. I don't know how to describe it.
Well, let's see what we got. Let's see what we got here.
Oh, we got a DLC matchup, of course, but very fitting for today.
Indeed. It's the ritual, the sacred ritual. We only have one more. Okay. Just kind of feeling each other out, seeing what they can get.
Yeah, not much really going. I mean, this Joker is like finding these openings pretty well.
That's how it starts, though. That up B is how it starts.
Very greedy. I was playing friendlies against Ashen earlier. He was doing that a lot. He's been very greedy today. I'm not sure how it's going to affect him, but... So far,
But I mean, with the ledge trump and then like trying to like force the option, then the down air, I can see the logic. It's not. You were looking at your phone.
I was like, I thought my match got called. I'm s-
Keep your eyes on the match.
Yeah.
I don't want to see any of that.
Fun fact: I have my L button set to jump because I sometimes look at other things.
Oh man.
Speaking of other things, that landing counter getting a grab from Ashen. Oh,
Oh, okay.
yeah. I think
This is
we're
what
just-
he needed.
It is what jokeZ needed, but you know, like I said, Ashen's a bit greedy today.
That's not what jokes needed, actually.
No, no.
No. Good juxtaposition. Very good commentary.
Very good commentary.
Very good commentary. So, what does jokes need to do in order to get back? I'm thinking needs to get in to avoid the spacing that Byleth is just naturally really good at.
I think he's trying to get combos that don't exist right now. Like if you just saw that, he went for up air. Went.
That was
Yeah, that was a good
that
counter.
was okay.
That was okay. But yeah, like he's getting.
It could have been an
trying to go
accident
for-
though. That's the thing about counter.
That's the thing about counter. Like and Joker's counter. Like even Joker mains are like, yeah, that's ridiculous. Need to
It
nerf
is.
it. Yeah, but you know, Jokes just really needs to clean up these combos because he's like doing up air when Ashen's in front of him.
That was a good approach.
Good approach. Like I've noticed that you've been doing the waveland with the guns.
The gun? Yeah.
Ooh,
I like that approach because then it gets him in Byleth's business, and then he can start doing something. But he's not doing the thing that then he can do.
Yeah.
And then Byleth can just come in there and just disrupt. Oh, this
Ooh.
could be big.
Yeah. Interesting up smash. Joke's not gonna get anything from it. Ooh.
Wave dashed in or wave landed into the sweet spot.
Yeah. I
hate to see it.
definitely can see why Joker mains don't really do that very often anymore.
Right. Yeah, no, I don't see that very much.
You don't. It's. I like to do it because it's fun, and I don't play Joker. But
I don't play Joker. I like to do it. Okay. Got it. Oh, I think someone won the match of.
crazy Met dude 47. You like the Mets?
Are you crazy for the Mets or because of the Mets? Because either is valid.
Oh, Delfino Plaza. Let's go.
Right. Wow, just
Ashen
so
is
much
just-
pressure.
That reminded me of something Leo would do with another forward air off stage.
Like a horizontal
Ooh.
rush down.
Yeah. You know, Violet, Sephiroth, those characters are very interesting to see that now that we have them. Ugh.
It was a good option because Byleth is safe in so many situations in this case.
Yeah. Yeah, so Violet is safe, but that was a great idea for every character except for Joker.
Yeah, or a tether in general, like Ivysaur or something.
Yeah.
That wow,
ooh.
just so good. Speak of Leo, that's
Yeah.
something I would see from Leo. Really wants this down air.
He's super clean with those inputs to get those ledge trumps.
Absolutely. Wow. Okay, I could have seen it.
You know,
If
now
he
that
DI'd
he's,
in, it would be dead
now that he's got the download, the fact that he's being greedy is actually kind of helping a bit. Like,
for sure.
he's getting these pressure situations that he wasn't getting last game.
That's like the Captain Falcon effect. Like once you're in it, you're oh my god, go for everything. That was a
Ugh.
great chase.
Good chase, bad stall, though.
True.
What a... I don't see many people waiting for spot dodges like that.
Hmm.
That was very good from Jokes.
I think Jokes really feels himself a little bit better. But this is dangerous.
We have a disconnected Pro Controller issue.
I mean, I play with a Pro Controller, but I agree that we don't deserve rights.
That has nothing to do with how you play Pac-Man, it's just...
Amateur controller. I really like this. Like Jokes has really turned like even when down, just turn around the momentum, and it's very much aggressive, very much more in Byleth's face, which is what I really think is the difference.
Ooh.
That's down. air, down air.
Interesting.
Strike down, up air. Okay.
Oh.
It's a lot of damage though, so it seems like when Ashen gets on their last stock, they're gonna be able to take it pretty
70
fast.
with Arsene. So I this is even.
This is even, but that meter is going down, and if
Assuming
Ashen-
he doesn't get hit at all.
assuming he doesn't get hit at all.
It's even.
If you really can just like know when to pressure Joker and his Arsene, you can really control when that goes down.
Absolutely. I'm so glad for that that nerf. That was like such a huge deal when dealing with Joker because I just hitting him more now gets rid of Arsene faster. That's so important.
I personally think the down gun change was more important.
Yeah.
Because like that was just like, wow, a shotgun and a pistol. No, you see that stuff? It was like everywhere. Okay, we got the down tilt
Very
up there.
nice.
2-0 from Ashen.
Very good stuff from Ashen.
Jokes was able to turn around a lot though, and he was able to compose himself and play more on the offense.
Yeah.
All right,
He
now
used
I'll
all
check.
of his tools. That was a big part of it. Yeah. I think my match is coming up. Unless it was called. Oh, cool. It was neat. Okay. See ya.
Yep. No more confusing commentary. Okay, so we got Balco is now doing the Pac-Man Ditto off stream, but we have to see Castillo and Vakira. Very. When's the Bakko versus Balco match? We played a lot, and I think I'm up 2 or 3 on Balco. I want to say I'm up 3. I don't remember. Who does Ashen play? Oh, Ashen's gonna play Fume and Hiding. Okay. We're gonna have Roy Byleth off stream as well. But on stream, we're gonna be seeing Rob and Palu, I think. What? What? Setup 2?
how's it going, guys? First couple rounds are done. I've got some time. This is Noose back on the mic from last week. All right. So we've got Vakira versus Castillo here. Castillo. A much closer match than one might think from just round 2. We've got Palutena versus Mega Man. You really got to watch out for that Leaf Shield. Leaf Shield is Mega Man's biggest tool. All right. A little bit of that scaredy cat game. Dashing around shields. And Crash Bomb doesn't... gets him back onto the stage, out of disadvantage. Not a ton to talk about right now. So we'll talk about the matchup in general. This is definitely an interesting one because... all right. Oh, that's a 2-0 for Castillo. This is a shout out to Dom. Dom, I hope your dinner's good, buddy. It's a shame you couldn't make it today. Noose, NOUS.
What's up, y'all? It's time for some gaming. I got approximately nothing on the screen right now. I think Tacet's on there. I think I saw his bright ass shirt. Oh wait, I can't swear on here, my bad. Let's see what's going on. I think it's Haas and Tacet. Yeah, alright. Hold up. Alright, so what did Haas do? I feel like I know Tacet. Tacet's a gamer. I know Haas. I forgot what he did. I was like talking to him one time. It was about something stupid. I think he like made a bad joke to me, and I didn't laugh. But beyond that, that's all I really know about this guy. But they're both here in winners, so they must be doing something right. What's up, Dark? 652, Dark. What's going on, man? Dark, cheer me on, bro. I'm trying to win this tournament. You're my #1 supporter. You always hyping me up in the Twitch chats, but don't worry because Tacet's trying to win this tournament too. Same with Haas. I think Haas plays Rob. I don't know why. I think who? All right, never mind. Terry. Tacet, he's chilling. Probably playing Mario. I think he quit Wolf. But I don't know. They're kind of chilling. Ain't nobody really playing out then. Tacet contemplating what he wants to do. He's going Mario. Weird ass fist bump. Tacet putting on this. Look at Tacet with the AirPods, ready to play. I don't think Haas is listening to music, but I'm gonna talk low anyways because I don't want to distract the players. Winners quarterfinals. We got Haas versus Tacet. I know like Terry kind of cheats in this game. Is this the Super Mario Sunshine tournament? Yeah, it is. But Haas at the ESG, and he's been getting better from the looks of things. Yeah, it's sick. Getting improvements, cool as hell. Alright, in conclusion, Terry cheats. Mario is probably looking for an up air. There it goes. That's a quick 12% right there. Nice nair. I've been seeing Tacet go for a lot of those forward smash reads. Kind of good, but honestly, like, super punishable. Yeah, that's annoying. I kind of hope I don't play Haas because I'm really not in the mood for that. But, yeah, alright. Oh, that doesn't go through shield, I forgot. God, thank you. Imagine if that went through shield. That'd be such a bad. He's got to down tilt that. I like the leg trump idea, but you just gotta down tilt that. Get you down tilt into back air. I'm trying not to like. Damn, Terry's heavy as hell. I think Terry's got like a 114 weight. Dark, I feel like you're a frame data guy. Terry's got like a 114 weight. He's got like a mad heavy weight, right? Mario on the other hand, not as heavy. As you could tell, does a random. I don't even know what move that's called, but I think that's like side B. Nice jab. Nice grab. Up air. Up air. Boom. DI's out. That's a nice DI. That's annoying, but it's a real thing. Up he can cancel his aerials into specials. Terry's the 12th heaviest character in the game. Yeah, he doesn't deserve that. He honestly doesn't need it, but it is what it is. Alright, you know, he's chilling. Throwing out. I think those are nairs. I really don't know anything about this character. I'm more just basing off of like what's happening and I'm just putting a voice to the game. That's all I can really do for you guys. Alright, power dunk, jab jack, power dunk. Absolute sick combo. He's like 900 pounds. Yeah, he's heavy as hell, dog. So needs a, that's all muscle too. That's the craziest part. You see this dude's arms? Yo, alright. I was gonna say if Tacet gets that jab reset, he's actually pretty good. But I don't know. He's just alright, I don't think Tacet knows, but rumor has it Mario has a better smash attack and it's called up smash, and it also kills like forward smash. Maybe I'm hoping he'll figure it out within this game. But alright, use his dash attack. Probably do it again. I don't think he realizes Terry can't snap the legs. Like, you literally just dash attack that every time. And I literally think it works every time. Alright, I'm assuming he's trying to drop off platform there, but he spot dodged twice. Don't get hungry for the kill here. Finally figured out up smashes in the game. You gotta, dude, cape those back. Oh no. House has been really good getting the grabs. That should kill. But he ain't that heavy. You ever see Mario throw Bowser in 64? That's crazy, dog. He's throwing a whole dinosaur. You don't think he can throw a 900-pound man? That's nothing. Alright, Tacet probably looking for a back air into falling up air here. Alright, trying to end it early. I mean, I respect it. I think that wasn't the right option, though. I think instead of that, you go for a reverse back air and try to go for a leg trap. But he's going to put him in go mode soon. He's about to get the juice. He's about to hit his jewel, get his mango pod ripped up. He's ready to go. Oh, you got to go for the forward smash, yeah. I was going to say, you do that early or you win that game. You got to read that. Haas not really good at landing, from what I'm seeing. But it could just be because he's playing, you know, you might be a little nervous. 0 DI on that one. I don't even know how he lived. How do you get back from leg chair? That might kill. Bro, what is that? What a float. Yo, people cheering on Haas. That's scary. Again, don't want to play against either of these guys. But it is what it is. Shim. Bro, that's the wrong game. That's Mortal Kombat. I'm pretty sure Terry's from like... I don't even know what game he's from. King of Fighters? Yeah, he's from that one. Neo Geo. You know what? Tacet's got this, you know. Look at him. Damn, bro. Haas got fans all around the world. He got fans in the venue. He got fans on Twitch. Probably got people tweeting at him right now. That's crazy. Tacet, you know what? Jesus, this room's getting loud as hell. Yo. He's hype. Yo, he's getting all the hype everywhere. Yeah, I was gonna say, can we love Tacet? Let's go Tacet, we love you. Tacet, up smash, please, I'm begging you. It works. Beyond that, what's the counter pick here? I'm assuming Tacet probably... See, okay, so people are like dumb when it comes to this matchup. Like, all you have to do is just pick a big stage versus Terry, and then just not go near him. There's a difference between camping and then outspacing. Like, if you go Smashville, like, I'm pretty sure his side B covers, like, 3/4 of the stage with the command input. This is definitely not where I would have went, by the way. Tacet better be at home, man. Banger set, it's game 1, or officially game 2. How's the banger set? We don't, but if this is a 2-0, it's not a banger set. Y'all play on the GameCube? Yeah, of course. Yeah, you guys, I didn't know this game was on any other consoles besides the GameCube. How am I supposed to pick who to root for here? Impossible. What do you mean? Just do you like cool Mario Odyssey man, or do you like old Neo Geo Fighter man? Like, nobody likes him, bro. None of you guys were born within the time frame of Neo Geo. Like, you're acting as if like any of us actually played King of Fighters. Like, within our lifespan. We all know we're lying. Go ahead, you can admit it. But we all played Mario, so technically we should all be rooting for Tacet here. Is he dead? That's so funny. Alright, let's see how Tacet can hold a lead here. See, that's not how you hold a lead. Yeah, you know, maybe you should probably take center stage and Johnny just like, you should cape that. Cape him, cape him. Yeah, alright, he went for it. I respect it. How do you get from ledge? That's such a risky jump from ledge for no reason. He's playing way too aggro. He needs to slow it down. He has a nice lead. He should just wait it out. Yeah, that was kind of good. Just spike him. Yo, you gotta cape that into forward smash. I swear that works. My elite smash Mario is like shaking in his boots right now because my elite smash Mario go dummy. But Tacet's Mario go dummier. He totally dead for that. Why not snap the ledge? I don't know. Let's see what happens. Alright, but here's the thing. At the end of the day, Terry's got the sauce. Terry's got go mode for a reason because he's about to go take this dub. And one person on Earth would play King of Fighter and it was very interesting. That's what I mean, like, exactly. There's like 8 billion people in this world and like we can officially say one person has played King of Fighters. That's what I mean, so. Again, why wouldn't we be hyping on Mario? Yo, he's getting bodied, bro. Put him in the bag. Bro, he can't snap the leg. Just dash attack ledge. Tacet, if you watch this bot after, I swear, like, you better listen to me. You better literally, yo, cape him. I'm done. You know what? He's trying his best, and he's gonna win this game anyways. You know, maybe I'm wrong. I'm not the Mario man here. I'm wrong. Yeah, there you go. He figured out up smash. Let's go Tacet. House, you're also awesome too. I don't think I'm talking loud. Stream man, I'm not talking too loud, right? Alright, good. I'm trying not to distract the players. That's kind of why I'm like chilling on the couch. I'm literally sprawled out across the couch. But live in Latin America. King of Fighters is extremely popular. Alright, well this is a CT, this is a Connecticut local. I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't think anybody in here has lived in South America or Latin America, yeah. Who are you, Vesper? What's your name? I can't read your name. Hooper? Yeah, I don't know who you are. Yeah, King of Fighter is huge in Latin and South America. See, I was right. Dude, Brazilians are nasty, bro. Brazilians are way too good at fighting games. They kind of cheat. It's something in their DNA. He has cheat codes on that piece of paper. There's a piece of paper? Where? Why are they going back to FD? These guys are Wi-Fi players. Changed my mind. I actually literally, it's like, I think I'm going to get a hat. And it's just gonna be, yo, and on the hat it's gonna say, my bands are FD and Kalos, because like, who the hell plays on FD? I'm gonna keep it real, dude. Y'all are psychotic. And then if you do play on FD and you choose to play on FD and go blind mid-set, like, you're tripping. But you know what? To each one's own. You know, I'm not in the set. You'll never see me on FD, because you know what? I'm not gonna do that to myself. It's not a good time. But for these guys, they're loving it. Pretty even game here. Dude, nair out a shield for Terry. Literally Yoshi, man. I don't even know what's going on right now. That should be like another 60. That's the wolf in him, dude. That's like the most wolf thing I've ever seen in my life. Going for a random ass forward smash read for no reason. It actually just works. Wolves are mad good at it for no reason, but Mario, bro, just up smash. I don't even know what move just came out there. I think that was back here, but for some reason it looked like everybody got hit. For a second I thought they were playing dubs. Alright, yeah, I mean, probably, yeah, definitely the smartest option. They're not going off. I'm going to keep it real with you here. I think Tacet is going to get a fatty gimp. Shoutouts to Tjuku, who won this tournament last year. What the hell is that? Alright, never mind. I'm going to be that person. Yo, alright. Yeah, he dead. He's going to kill him. Messed that one up. Mario needs a better, buff Mario. Sora's coming out tonight. Mario's they're gonna give him, up air's gonna kill at 10. Stop going for that. Now you're dead. Now you're dead. You gave up stage, and look at, now you died for it. So now he's got go mode. He's gonna hit the sicko mode crazy move on you. Yeah, now look at, game's pretty much even. All because you gave up stage once. Finally. Go and cape. I'm done. I hate this. I hate it here. He's so lucky. Alright, Tassie, you're a beast. Keep it up. Haas, gotta find an answer quick. This is actually worse. This is like, Terry's technically worse right now because he doesn't have all the sauce. Mario has to have that up air buff so he can beat buffed Rob. Dude, if Rob gets anything but nerfs, I'm quitting Ultimate. Tonight, that's annoying, dude. Good job, Tacet. We love you. That was a good set. I think Haas is going to do well. Like, I don't want to play either of these guys, honestly. I'm really not in the mood to lose to any of them. But he dead. He gaming. You see Bakko in that back camp? Oh, look at it. We got the next match going to stream. See you live. What's up? Don't be. I'm surprised. I gotta go play. Fuck, I gotta go play.
Great. Oh, hey guys. Talking to the stream. Okay, we got Bakko versus Ashen. Oh, let's go.
Alright.
So we saw earlier before, we had Ashen play
Byleth.
Yeah.
Byleth, yeah.
And Balco is a Shulk main.
Oh, Shulk.
Yeah. So
Alright.
we got a swordy matchup right here.
Yeah.
So spacings can be the biggest thing when it comes to this kind of game.
Yeah.
And normally in
Oh,
this
switching to speed mode already.
oh yeah. See, in this kind of matchup, right?
Yeah.
Byleth really struggles when it comes to like fast aggressive pressure, because
Yeah.
she has like nair at a shield and up B at a shield, but like, well, they're not the fastest options. That's why
Yeah.
Shulk and like speed art starting out is
Yeah.
a pretty good idea, you know?
Yeah.
You'd be like ha ha ha, and then
Yeah.
Byleth's like, please get off me.
Yep.
Oh.
Oh, wow. That was nice.
Yeah, especially see that. See as I say spacing. See that?
Yeah.
That well spaced forward smash right there. That killed pretty
Yeah.
darn early.
It did. What was that, 50?
Yeah, but then again, with the smash Monado right here,
Yeah.
he could kill him under that percent
Yeah.
as well. Great parry into nair. See, like with
Shulk canceling out the shield. Alright.
yeah, yeah.
That was a pretty good spacing.
Hmm.
Ooh.
It was also cool is that like we said before, like
Yeah.
Bali doesn't handle aggressive pressure very well, but but her nair at a shield's
Yeah.
good
Oh,
for
wow.
like
That was
for
good.
whip punishes, and that right there, that was really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, even stocks. Let's go.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Shulk is making a good comeback right here.
Oh yeah, so right now it's like relatively even right now, but and the funny thing is both of these characters can very easily kill each other below 100.
Yes,
Like-
absolutely.
Oh yeah, we saw earlier Byleth F
Ooh,
smash.
Buster, yeah. Buster kind of risky because Byleth could do a lot of damage. So
Oh yeah,
yeah.
but you know it's one of those double-edged things, you know.
Yeah.
If he
Oh
kill-
wow.
Ooh, and great coverage on that roll
Yeah.
from ledge. Good stuff from Bakko. Right now, oh, great hit on Nair. See, one of the things that you might know that Shulk's Nair is actually safe on shield. So like when you normally you want to come down with it like near
Yeah.
the beginning of it, and then you're able to do like an option right afterwards.
Yeah.
So that's why a lot of times you'll see Bakko do a lot of Nairs as an approach option, and then spacing the forward air.
Yeah.
That's good stuff right here. And Bakko has a relatively good lead. Oh, taking that second jump. Ooh.
Oh, wow.
Oh, boy, we got that DLC tether right there.
The TLC privilege.
But it's all good. It's all good.
Yeah.
Oh, try to go for like a hard read there with that count. Not being able to get that, but you know, still able to get off from the ledge. That's what's the important thing here.
Yeah. Oh, right there.
Oh my gosh, right
there
there.
was a good time to get a kill.
Oh,
wow.
That was really good.
Oh, that was a nice swap to shield mode.
And that side B. Oh.
Did he just footstool him?
Ooh, man. I did definitely heard like whoop.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure you did. It might have been a phantom footstool. But now we
Yeah.
got the ledge guard situation right here.
Yeah.
Oh, but able to get back to center stage. Oh.
Oh, wow.
Whiffing
So, I
down
mean-
air. Ow, wow.
How did that kill?
So, well, probably what happened there is that he was trying to go to the left with that down air as we saw
Yeah.
before, but because the Byleth player Ashen was holding that way, the
Yeah.
DI was going that way.
Oh, yeah.
So
that- Yeah, it makes a lot of sense, actually.
Oh yeah. Well, that was a great first game, if I do say so myself.
That was nice to watch. Fun to watch.
Oh yeah. And one of the things I like to add too is that Ashen, he put out like a side B to stop an aggressive approach from Bakko, and that worked out really well. But that was the one and only time he did that. Normally, when it's really hard to approach Byleth, when she has a lot of like range moves to just keep you out. Like side B is also a really good move to stop approaches, mainly because of the wide range it has.
Yeah.
But now we got Smashville on here right now. We're going into Shield Monado, and then going straight into speed. Now we got these combos here. Ooh, yeah, going in with the Nair, that's what we said before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can see why it's a safe move now.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Ooh, ooh. Yo, off stage, can we go? Oh, no, was not able to get anything, but just barely gets out of that. Could have been a potential reverse edge guard right there. Ooh. Ooh, okay, now we got Buster. You see, Buster is really good for adding up that percent, as we said before. Now, switching to speed, a lot of times, like, when you see Shulk switch Monado arts, you have a pretty good idea what their game plan is when they start to go there. Like, speed, yeah, they want to go on your face. Buster, they want to keep you at a distance while still racking up that percent.
Yeah.
Now, mainly the space game, for the most part. And then, you know, smash for kill. Just like that. Balco only at 59% though. It's looking really good right now at game 2. And there, into down throw. Oh, just barely whiffing that forward air.
Yeah.
And Balco deciding to actually go into shield art,
mode, yeah.
which is interesting. Because like, it wasn't able to get hit, but at least at that point, he wasn't gonna get killed, even if it did land. Because as I said before, both of these characters have big potential of just hitting each other and killing each other below 100. So, not saying it was wrong or anything. I'm saying it was a good choice regardless.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Ooh.
That was a nice tech.
Oh, good stuff. Oh, but the backslash landing though.
Oh, wow. Oh, and he made it back.
Yeah, wow. What an off-stage conversion right there. But coming off the Angel thing and saying, no, this is not a 3-stock, we're bringing this back. Now, I do love. Up B, yeah. Boy, it's gonna make it back.
Oh, wow.
Whoa! Just when you thought 0 to death, Violet said, no. Did you forget my DLC tether recovery? I don't think so.
The DLC privilege is coming in hot
exactly.
here.
No. Oh, side B right there. See again, that good utilization of that side B right there. Trying to get off, but
another one. Oh, I didn't go for the up B this time.
Ooh. Oh my gosh. Oh
no.
Oh, but however, still living.
The DI.
Oh my gosh, see that was such a good idea too. And then reversing that up B to make sure to possibly get the tether.
Yeah.
Oh, but the regrab though. Oh, that should be it right there. Oh, see, that was definitely a good attempt.
Yeah.
Well, like, after Ashen re-grabbed the ledge, he got clipped by Shulk's forward air. Forward air is really good for, like, covering the ledge.
Yeah.
Like, you know, it goes a little bit below it, too, so that's why it clipped the way it did.
Yeah.
So, it was great stuff, though. Great coverage from Bakko. Great match overall. Just when you... that was great. That was quite the twists and turns there. Just when you think Ashen was about to die to the side... And you thought there was going to be a 0 to death. No.
Oh,
we live in. See, that's why in situations like that, you don't give up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, that was a really good 0 to death. That last part killed, that would have been awesome.
Yeah. I thought that was great, if I do say so myself. And let's go, Donkey God.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't realize that you were the Donkey God.
Yeah.
Can you sign my clock? I want your autograph.
I don't have a pen.
Oh, it's okay. We'll do that later. This man's a legend right here.
Hey, before we start top 8, I just got to throw out a promo real quick.
Oh, yeah?
So, Halloween. It is a P+ monthly happening on October 30th in this venue at HoG, of course, because it's, Halloween. There's going to be a costume contest. Not really a prize for it currently, that's in the works, but there are candy matches. Candy matches, they're going to be like bags of candy you can buy and then use the candy that you bought to like money match people, and pretty much like whoever ends up with the most candy at the end of the night is pretty much the winner, right? Because you got the most candy, you go home, eat all of it. Pretty much kind of like Halloween except Hogoween, playing P plus or other games, but
it-
it's P plus monthly.
Is that true?
There, yep,
Great.
there are confirmed players. There are a lot of players that like aren't confirmed yet from out of state, but these are like the confirmed like really well-known players currently.
Yes.
Got Kais, recently won a major. Shout outs to Kais. Good shit, man.
Yeah, let's go,
We got
guys.
Playa V. We got Astastic, Saber, Shadowhawk, Wombat, and that's only the people that are confirmed. There's definitely going to be a lot more like top players, well-known people, just like chill people in general, just showing up. So even if you don't play P plus, feel free to like come by, hang out, maybe learn P plus. Might have other games up too, but yeah.
You know, that sounds like a great time, you know?
Yeah.
I do love me a good P+, as I did come from that game as well. Now, I remember doing one of these before, back when it had like the older venue called the Grid. Those are some times back then. I remember we had costume contests before, but like doing the matches, that sounds fun now. All right, I gotta go on stream.
All right. Good luck.
We got Tacet in 6 a.m. Oh, you commentating on that? Got Noise. Noose.
Noose.
Got
Noose.
on the mic. We got my amazing commentary's back. I know you guys missed me. You can admit it. We got 6 a.m. in Tacet. We already know how this is gonna go. Tacet's gonna, play Mario. He's gonna go for that third up air. He's gonna get revenged every single time, and then 6 is gonna hit a side B out of it. It's gonna kill him, and then he's gonna hit a taunt too. It's gonna be crazy, but
An IRL taunt too. Obviously, the classic. 6
yeah,
a.m. classic.
Well, 6 doesn't taunt in game. He only taunts out of game. It's a lot
True,
deeper
true.
than that. You know what I'm saying?
It's the mental game, which for me, every time I've ever fought him and he's taunted me, I've been like, hell yeah, get it, dude.
Look at this. Yep,
Woo,
gave that. That's a
okay.
kill. You know what? But that's a great start from Tacet. You love to see it. But 6 is going to adapt, and it's going to be ridiculously fast. 6 is a very first stock, first game kind of thing. He'll lose it, but then he decides to just start playing good. And all it starts is with that, get you on the ledge, and the leg strapping starts. And he'll just keep going with it. You're just going to see a lot of that. You're going to see a lot of forward airs, a lot of full hops. It's but Tacet's doing a really good job in general. But yeah, once he starts calling out, once he figures out the patterns, you'll notice 6 in all of his sets, right at the start, he's going to play really, really slow. Not really do much. Like I said, get hit a lot, but he'll figure. Oof, that would have been something. But it's because it's not because he's trying to fill you out. It's that he's literally downloading your patterns. Like, it's beyond figuring you out. He's literally gonna find your exact strings that you want. But that's crazy. I can't believe that hit. But that might not be working this game. But what do you think about this?
All of that is very astute commentary. That's definitely exactly what we've noticed from 6 a.m. in the past. And, this game 1 is going to go however it goes, which, these are just early stocks trading back and forth. Both players showing their proficiency in the game by each winning neutral basically just once or twice and converting it into a full stock.
Tess is actually playing really good. But this is where 6 is his best. You're giving Incineroar Rage. All it takes is one revenge, and all of a sudden this game is dead even. But
one revenge side B, and That's all it takes.
Tacet cannot give up stage control. I've found out from personal experience that giving up stage control to Incineroar is asking for your death. Hold your stage. As much as you want to go off and kill him, save it for a mix-up. But that was nice. I think he might be dead. No, he's living. Nice.
Nope.
Oh
Okay.
my god. Wow.
The thing to keep in mind about Incineroar is that he has some really phenomenal hitboxes, but he does not have the movement speed to get in there and really use them. So if you get him off of center stage, you can definitely take advantage of his poor speed and really just hold it significantly better than he can.
Bro, I don't even know what just happened, but like, Tacet like actually had some sauce there. I really hope he can keep it going into game 2. I love Six, I love Tacet, I like both these players. I'm happy to see both of them win, but like honestly, like an upset's cool as hell. And this is best of 5 or best of 3?
Being winners semifinals, it's best of 5.
So this is all of a sudden, Tacet can literally go up 2-0 here, and it's instantly hard for Tacet because from a higher end player like 6am, experience in best of 5s means a lot. And it's gonna show due diligence,
especially with players like 6am, who's all about downloading. Right, the best of 5 is when he is the most terrifying. God forbid you get 6am into game 5, you are going to. The only way you're going to win that one is if you do a really good job at mixing up your own patterns and
or switch characters.
Or switch characters.
It really is. He's one of the best when it comes to downloading an opponent. But here's the thing: when you're playing such a slow character, it's like we're just playing chess. When I'm running around, flying around with Yoshi, he's playing 3D chess. He sees all the directions because where he lacks in his mobility, it gives him time to watch everything else going on around him, and it's a legitimate thing. But yeah, I wouldn't say he's downloaded, but Six is just getting more comfortable with the matchup. That's gonna be a kill. Yeah. That's purposeful. You always drop that because even if they have their jump, you can still read it with a rising nair, or even if they go low, you can read it with a down air, and that's pretty much like a flowchart situation. But this is where Six is his best. Like Six won't give up a stock. Like I mean, at least versus me, he don't give up the stock. But we'll see how he does versus someone else. Yeah, he's gonna live this.
And Tacet is definitely trying his best, but 6am is showing why he is a name in the Connecticut scene. And I think that's one of the beautiful things about Ultimate. You have a character like Incineroar, who people commonly hold as a relatively weak character. And the thing is that if you don't know how to play the matchup, or if somebody knows how to play the matchup significantly better than you, they can just... they can show you that... tiers are not the only thing. That even our mid and low mid-tier characters.
So pay attention to Tacet getting from leg chair. That was probably his best option so far. Tacet is jumping out of corner way too much, and he's gonna get red every time. Yeah, that's death. He's it's a fair thing with Incineroar because it's like, oh, if I roll, I'm gonna get side beat, but like, it's all about mixing it up. You know, sometimes you don't have to do anything. Sometimes the best thing to do is nothing, and because when you're constantly jumping Six, easily, I mean, he's just a professional when it comes to like rising forward airs and just back air reads on general tournament winners and stuff like that. And yeah, I know the flow chart of, oh, if you roll in, you're gonna get side beat or even dash attacked or something like that, on a reaction based thing. Sometimes you just gotta take that gamble, especially if, like, instead of getting caught with the same thing every time, once in a while take the gamble. And like I said, sometimes the best thing to do is nothing.
For sure. I mean, sometimes what you really want to do is you just want to sit on ledge and wait until they go for an option. Because if you keep rolling in, especially with the same timing, you're gonna get caught all the time.
Tempo versus Six in particular, but mainly Incineroar. To your tempo on how you approach the game, super important. Because if you throw out that just goes with people that know how to read well in general. But if you're throwing out the same tempo every single time, from any position, whether it's an aggression position, a defensive position, disadvantage, or just from ledge like that, like, you got to mix up your timings a little bit. If you keep getting up from ledge as soon as you grab it because you don't want to lose your invincibility and get down tilted, that's what he wants. That's called conditioning. That's day one conditioning right there. And if you're not going to be able to adapt to that, you're not going to be able to win the set. where six wants to play his game, he plays his game plan. You play around him. You don't, you know, he's not gonna play around you. He's the wall. You have to get over the wall. The wall's not gonna move for you. That's kind of the idea.
For sure, and that seems to be the general better player privilege. The better player is able to force the speed and force the match to go the way that they want to, and it is up to the typically the lower seeded player who has to adapt to that and see how they're going to change up their game plan and get around the better player's flow chart. They have to prove that they're good enough to pass through the flow chart and require some actual effort.
The tempo, like I said, but could you get a kill here? Interesting. A thing with Incineroar as well is, at the end of the day, it is a slow character. That's what we all know the character for, being really slow. Playing out of that burst range if there's a way to win, yeah, it's just that tempo from ledge every single. He's instantly jumping up from ledge, and so I don't know what he was talking about. I thought he was talking about 6 a.m. I thought the set was over, but yeah. So best of 5, like we said, Tacet down 2-1.
I really want to see Tacet take this next game because I am so very fond of just game 5s. Game 5s are always just a heart pounder. So
I was making fun of Tacet in his last set he was playing because he was just like doing stuff that like not didn't make sense, but stuff that I know he's gonna look back on and be like, well, maybe Fillie was right. And when he listens to this VOD too, Tacet, switch up your pace. You got to change your tempo when you're playing against a player of this caliber, because it's very readable. But it ain't over. Your punish game's been on point. Just focus on that tempo for the next time you end up playing.
And that's a free Metafy lesson for all of you guys right here.
Say.
That's why we all tune in to Hall of Gaming.
Can you imagine? Imagine you get your Metafy lessons through Hall of Gaming. I'm done. Yeah, good punish game so far. See, it's weird. Like he got caught by that side B once, and now he's not going off stage anymore. You can't just let that completely change your game plan, because he was getting those off stage gimps. He was using his water really well. He'd go off for cape or something like that. Interesting option. Up smash will kill. Oof. But that's not gonna kill. But yeah, he got caught by the side B once, and now he's like petrified to go off stage versus 6. You can't. You sometimes you just gotta accept you got outplayed for one stock, but that doesn't mean he's got you download for everything. You know what I mean? Like, mix up your off stage. Incineroar is bad off stage. It's the reality of it, but it's not everything. I don't even know what Tacet could do here to bring it back, like mentally. This is tough. This is where 6 excels. Rage and Incineroar, like side B kills him at this point, but now that's what you gotta do. You gotta clean up a stock. Gotta watch your jumps though.
And we can see from earlier that when Tacet makes 6 a.m., when Tacet gets to play his own game plan, it is terrifying. Mario does his thing and gets the combos, gets the damage, gets the kill, and generally in one full sweep, right?
That tempo right there. Again, it just keeps coming back to that one thing I'm saying. Instant get up from ledge, but let's see if he can finish this. That won't kill. Wow, it did.
Whoa, that killed. All right, he did even it up. Is Noose going to get his dream? Are we going to bring this to a game 5? I sure hope so. A battle of the spins.
Tacet has to play slow here.
Beyblade.
He's got to calm it down a little bit. 6 is so good from last stock situations, but it looks like Tacet got his opening. It won't kill. But 6 is looking for a revenge here. I already know. There it is. Yep.
There's the revenge.
He wants a revenge because he wants you to be scared even though it's last stock. Side B to drop. That was a great up smash read he went for. Mario's just too quick. Gotta get rid of this. This is a scary position. Watch your tempo. Luckily, 6 gave up stage advantage. Let's see how it goes. Here we go. This is everything. Nice job.
And
Great job.
did it. He did the roll. He rolled in instead of jumping.
Changed up the tempo.
And was able to get to bring this to a game 5 situationship. Woo! That's what we like to see here.
No, this is good. I'm really, I'm proud of Tacet. This is some of the best I've seen him play in general. I was watching him play before he was off stream. He was playing pretty good. 6 always good though. You know what I mean? 6 is just good in general, but this would be a huge win. I love 6. I love Tacet, like I said, but I love upsets too. I think they're pretty fun.
Upsets are great. Are you just saying that because then you'd have to fight Tacet instead of 6?
I love fighting 6, to be honest, and at least it goes one of two ways. Him or me. I think we're even lifetime now. I think we're 4-4 now lifetime. So it'll be a fun set if I get to play 6. Because Tacet's looking like he's trying to put a dagger in that idea, or at least for winner's side. I still have to win my match too. I got to play Bakko as well, so it's nothing's free for me. Trust me, I still got a lot to do. And so does Tacet. This is a gut check right here.
Yeah.
You're game 5 with pretty much a PR CT player. You gonna finish it out? That's the question. Could you keep your nerves down? Could you not get too aggressive? Could you keep your tempo good? And we're gonna find out right here. Let's see what stage they go.
All right, they're coming in.
Small battlefield. I like the pick. It's just PS2. Good opening. Oh lordy.
Obviously, the dunk isn't enough to kill that. That must have been the last frame of the counter.
Yeah, it's deceivingly long. All right, what are you gonna do here, Tacet? I like that. That's one of the best leg jabs he's had so far. Great usage jabs. I like how he's playing this game. If there's a time for Tacet to win, it's now. I think it sounds stupid, but I think this is the best beginning he's had beyond his initial 0 to death game 1, out of all the games.
Yeah, and that initial 0 to death just showed that maybe 6 AM wasn't, didn't have the full, didn't really know what he was going into, didn't know what to expect, and, just kind of got caught by surprise. But this start shows that Tacet is now doing the same thing. Tacet is getting a read on 6 and is learning how he's supposed to play this matchup.
No, this is actually really good. He might be losing, but honestly, sometimes you just gotta eat the fact that you're gonna get side B and you're gonna get killed kind of early. But again, Incineroar's that's gonna kill. Incineroar's not a good character. You can't count yourself out. I still think Tacet has a chance in this. Again, 6 with a lead, very scary. A couple side Bs, super tilting at that point. That's really tilting right there. That's 43%. This is just a mental fortitude test at this point. Could you keep his head in it? Don't get too hungry for the kill. Just do what you gotta do. Yeah, no, I don't count him out.
I really wish that instead of going for the ledge there, he just tried to keep that recovery. I think that probably might have been the move, and that's it. All right.
Crazy to think that game started in Tacet's advantage. You know what I mean? And all of a sudden it was a 3-stock.
A hearty handshake from one player to the other. That's what we love to see here. We love to see good smash and good sportsmanship.
I got a plan stream. Wish me luck.
All right. Good luck, Fillie. All right, guys. Are you ready to see a stupid egg dinosaur? That was some really great adaptation, Dark. That was. Please.
Hey gamers, it's Badnik, hopping on commentary. So,
Alright, we've got Fillie.
Yeah, Fillie and Bakko up here.
Fillie versus Bakko.
Yeah.
Yoshi versus
Shulk.
Shulk, yes.
Yeah. These two meet pretty frequently in bracket. Fillie typically is able to win just about every time they've played, but they're usually at least close. So we'll see if Bakko can get the better of him. Starting immediately on the Wolf here. Not even trying the Shulk. I know he's been working on Wolf. He's had this in his pocket for a while. But typically it doesn't work out too well for him against Fillie, so we'll have to see what he can do here.
We will. Wolf is such a fundamentals kind of character. I'm always hesitant whenever I see a lower rated player play somebody like Wolf or Lucina against somebody a little bit higher rated, because generally with those characters what you're saying is I think that I can just play the basics of this game a bit better than you can.
Right.
And the thing is everybody knows how to fight Wolf. Everybody knows how. Ooh, you know what? And Bakko's making me eat my words. Getting an early stock.
And then immediately, Fillie's able to even things up with a nice quick stock off the Angel platform.
I like to call that one the ultimate classic. You'll notice that it happens all the time. Somebody will get a really great early kill, and their opponent will just do it right back at them. You get a 0 to death, you get 0 to death right back. Happens more often than you'd think.
Yup, B coming out.
All right.
Bakko once again able to really rack up the early damage here. Fillie just hasn't really been able to find a way in. Another nice parry there.
So one thing to watch in this match is exactly what Fillie was just talking about. Try and pay attention to the tempo that both of the players are engaging with when they're going for their moves and when they're calling each other out. Right now, it seems like Bakko's got Phillie's number.
No,
And
again,
Fillie just
exactly the same story as
brings
the
it
first
right
stock.
back. We have a 5-minute, one-stock match. What is this, Brawl?
It seems like Bakko has Phillie's attack patterns down pretty well, at least at the beginning here. Problem is just that Phillie's able to find something quick off the Angel platform to even things up. But Fillie seems to have finally adapted a little bit. He hasn't given Bakko the same openings. Uh-oh.
All
Okay.
right. Notice that he always keeps Bakko guessing at whether or not he's going to be...
Oh, and that's it. He gets
And-
the back air read out of shield there, and
Yeah, and man, Wolf's back air will take it at any point.
oh, that's for sure. That was not the result I was expecting at all from that game. It seems like Bakko was just able to find really quick stocks before Fillie could get any momentum.
Also, stream we got Fillie on,
Yeah,
not
you have
Tacet.
one of our players is mislabeled.
So they just run it right back to PS2, opting for adaptation on each other's game plans instead of how to play the stage better. Bakko mashes out of that early grab.
Bakko already managing to kind of run away with the first stock, getting a nice little string to open things up and just not letting Fillie answer for it.
And this puts the pressure on Fillie, so we're going to watch him get... we'll see if he gets a little bit aggressive on this, or if he still manages to, if he still decides to play defensively despite being a little bit behind, and Bakko gets another early stock. He has definitely been putting in the work in his private practice,
Yeah,
like a
Wolf,
PI.
This Wolf looks a lot more polished than it did the last couple times I've seen it.
And I think that probably caught Fillie off guard.
Oh, for sure. He's not expecting this from Bakko at all. I don't know what that grab was. He's trying to parry.
I wouldn't be surprised
it
if
is going to cost Bakko the stock.
Yeah, so now I think what we're going to see is Fillie starting to respect Bakko's Wolf a whole lot more and, play a little bit more patiently, play a little bit more defensively, change up that timing.
Well,
that's his aim, but...
That didn't happen right there. He got called out, just rolled right into the F smash.
Yeah, that's the second F smash, taking a stock. Fillie tries to take it back with the up smash, but Bakko avoids it, and it's just some extended BM.
Yeah, but once again, just like the last stock, Bakko a little bit of a lead here.
Last time he took that up B away back towards center stage. This time he brought it in towards Fillie.
Went for everything there with that down air, but all right. Oh, Fillie starting to put himself on the board, but the up smash scoops him.
All right, this is winner semis, so it's best of 5.
Yeah, and what I expected to be a relatively close set between the two, Bakko's kind of running away with it.
Bakko is showing that, man, Wolf's strong. Wolf's strong.
I think what it is that Phillie's really good, but he does kind of have like a fairly formulaic playstyle a lot of the time.
Hmm.
Like what I've noticed, especially playing him a couple times, is that he doesn't really mix up his play very often, and Bakko's really taking advantage of that. Like you noticed in the last game, Fillie started bringing out the grabs and the neutral Bs, and that really caught Bakko off guard. He was able to rack up like 75–80%. But most of the time, he's just approaching with like back air, and Bakko's ready for that every time.
He sure is, and he's ready to punish Phillie's movement, his general stage movement, with those forward smashes time and time again as well. Almost catching him there.
All right, getting a little too hungry for the kill there, I think. But wasn't able to.
He was thinking he could seal out another early stock like he has all of these past games. And Fillie predicted a roll-in, but Bakko did not give it to him. Ooh, this is what we in the business call a slobber knocker.
Yeah, these two are just swinging at each other. Not going to quite do it there with the down B. Bakko once again landing with an aggressive option. Finally finds the punish from the down B. See if Fillie can find his answer here before he takes too much damage.
Yep, Bakko is definitely at dying percentages and thus dies. Fillie has got to just play real crisp, change up that tempo, and we'll see if he can bring this to a game 4 and eventually a game 5. It would require the reverse 3-0 from him right here if he wants to bring this back.
Yeah.
But that is certainly something that Fillie is capable of. Bakko, though, is sure as heck making that hard.
Oh, he called out the landing forward air with the back air there. Just totally catching Fillie off guard. And now, I mean, there's the Gimp to even things back up. But Bakko really has Phillie's number.
Yeah. This is the exact same thing that we've seen both of the other two games. Some early stocks taken by both, usually by Bakko first, and then a quick response from Fillie. But Bakko's just been able to seal it out all of the games. Get the crucial last hit. So let's see if he can give us the old tic-tac-toe with 3 in a row, or if Fillie will bring it to game 4. I'm hoping for game 4 because I want game 5. Like I said in the last game, I am very fond of game 5s. What Fillie said, he's very fond of an upset, and he's doing his best to make sure that there isn't an upset in this one.
That was interesting because, like, Bakko missed the tech. Fillie went in for the jab reset. It looked like he fell off the stage and then landed back on it somehow. I guess maybe the jab sucked him back on the stage, broke him out of the jab lock. But Bakko just didn't react in time.
Certainly an interesting one. Certainly an interesting one.
So now we're going to have to see if that momentum is all Fillie needs to close this out, or if Bakko still has a little bit more in the tank.
Again, a lot of times what these games come down to is mental resiliency. You know, if you are a weak-minded player and you get your opponent gets those first 2 games and you're like, oh man, how am I ever going to bring this back? Guess what? You're probably not going to. You've got to believe in yourself and go, hey, I can do this. You know, sure, he's gotten me, but they were all pretty close. And Fillie's showing that he is no stranger to mental resilience.
Really just swinging at each other with these nairs. Bakko trying to abuse like the safety of Wolf's F smash. It's a difficult move to punish, and trying to get Fillie to run in and get him to do something. He's fallen forward a couple of times, but I think he's starting to figure out what he can and can't punish on this character.
And Bakko's doing a really great job at punishing these approaching back airs. He's always prepared for them, always shielding them, and getting good punishes. Ooh, that was close.
You can see it again here, where Bakko will kind of throw out an aerial, and then he'll like spot dodge and do a smash attack. And that, I mean, Fillie doesn't always get hit by it, but he does occasionally. Just being a little bit impatient, and it's really costing him.
Bakko is at a meager 98. Phillie's got to bring this
Once
back,
again,
and he
Bakko
does.
tried to do something out of shield with that down B.
So Phillie's got to get this percentage back, which he does.
Yep. Evening things up just a little bit here.
And Fillie did not get the kill on Bakko when he was at 69, so we're gonna see if Fillie gets Bakko to 69. If he doesn't, they're both gonna last for a while, because 68.8, that's close enough.
No,
75. All
I
right.
don't think there's any move in the game that does 1% damage, at least on either of these two characters.
Nah. And
just
closes.
trading smash attacks there. Again, it seems like the deciding factor between these two has just been Wolf's smash attacks being just a little safer, but
and
Fillie being able to get a lot of mileage with these gimps off stage.
I wonder if he's going to go for it again. He's been going for it whenever he needs it, but Bakko's been going for the bold moves when he feels like he has an opportunity for them, and that's been working out for him. Woo!
Once again, this last stock situation, he grabs him out of the down smash. The absolute guts you need to do that. Alright, starting to get into that percentage where Wolf's gonna start trying to kill you.
Yeah, one back air from Wolf.
Oh, once again,
and
he
gets
finds
him
the
with
jab reset
block.
at ledge.
Yeah.
Same exact setup as last time.
All right, Fillie is doing me a favor, bringing it to game 5. Now let's see if Bakko can do Fillie a favor and show Fillie those upsets that Fillie was saying he likes.
Well, let's see. Bakko is certainly capable of bringing this, taking this upset. Definitely someone that's been on the grind for a long time. Be great to see it from him. See if he can. Oh, and we see the shulk.
Ooh,
This is the character Bakko mains. He's been on this character since the beginning. So I mean, Bakko only needs to take one game. If Phillie's not ready for it, and this could be a wash.
Fun fact, Bakko was the first person I ever fought in bracket. When I went to Nomads a few years ago, he did Shulk speed form and carried me off the side, and I went onto the Discord. I was like, how the heck are you supposed to deal with this? And people were like, you DI up and out, and that's when I learned about survival DI.
Well, Fillie is speaking of speed, he's really took that first stock pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Not a lot of damage on the board. It seems like this is more of the matchup Fillie is comfortable with.
Yeah, you can see it in the way Fillie is moving and playing. He's just a lot more confident. He isn't being as cautious as he was before. And it's working out, but Bakko just drops
Bakko
down.
answers back with that smash art forward arrow.
It's not a far game, 75%.
But now with the Buster art out, this is going to be worth a lot of damage. Look at that.
That is
No,
one
he's already
combo.
taken the lead.
Yeah, wow. Man, Bakko showing us just what Shulk is capable of. And let's see if he can bring it all the way to the end of this game and take the whole set. Or if Phillie's experience and mental fortitude can
Do a trade in aerials back and forth. Oh, Fillie whiffing the punish there. That was basically a free kill. And
all right.
oh, that's gonna be
Again,
it. Finding the
Phillie's
nice
just
clean conversion off state or off the ledge.
I just feel like Fillie is just moving a lot cleaner, a lot better in this matchup, just showing that he's knows what he's supposed to do, and he's feeling confident.
Yeah, like I said, these two play a lot. I'm sure Fillie knows what Bakko's going to try to go for with Shulk, how to space around it a lot better than with the Wolf that he doesn't really have as much experience with.
Phillie's doing a good job in this game on switching up his tempo. There are times when he's being really aggressive, and then he'll just kind of take it back a little bit.
All right. Things are still within the realm of possibility for both players here. Bakko a little bit behind in the percent, but we've seen him steal these stocks pretty quickly if he can get a good string going.
Oh yeah, this is certainly a heart pounder. This could go either which way. We'll just have to see.
Uh-oh.
All right, this is...
Egg roll coming out.
And Bakko feeling a little cautious. Sitting in shield for a bit.
And he gets caught on the landing.
Gets caught on the landing. And Fillie prevents it from being an upset. But woo! What a great set of games.
Definitely super well played between both players. Really great to just a great set in general.
So I got to chill for a second.
Right.
Halloween, a P+ monthly, is going to be happening on October 30th, Halloween of course, at HoG. There's going to be a costume contest. Not sure about what the prize is going to be yet. There's no, sorry, there's no prize for it yet. We're still working on it. But candy matches, there's going to be like little bags of candy for sale that you can purchase and use for pretty much like the same way you'd use it like a money match, you know, basically just play each other for candy. I'll bet you my three Kit Kats for like your one Snickers bar in a money match pretty much, but like it's a candy match, right? There's a couple, or not more, a little bit more than a couple confirmed players so far. Kais, top player Kais, you know, he won a major recently. Shout outs to Kais. We also got Plyavis, Astastic, Saber, Shadowhawk, Wombat, and those are just the players that are confirmed. There's also going to be a lot of well-known, pretty chill people coming to hang out. And even if you're not known, come chill. Even if you don't play P+, come chill. Like it's going to be a fun event for all people. You know, we might have more than just P+ going, but there's definitely going to be a P+ bracket. So if you're looking to get into P+, or you kind of just want to hang out, feel free, show up, do your thing.
Worst thing that happens is you lose some Kit Kats.
All right. So up next here, Balco and Haas, two up-and-coming players in the scene. Balco on the Pac-Man, Haas should be on the Terry. I think we saw Haas play earlier on stream. Really happy to see him break out in the top 8. He typically does fairly well outside of HoG, but he seems to always struggle when he came here. But good to see him finally pick up some momentum and break his way into top 8. This is not losers quarters. This is losers sevenths. So this is still a best of 3. So one more set for these two before they get into best of 5 territory.
Balco with the mango, with the with the Hungry Box Classic of Standing.
Yeah. Now, I don't know how experienced either of these two are in this matchup. It's definitely one of the more obscure ones in this game.
Yeah, if you told me when I was 15 that I would see a fighting game where Pac-Man is fighting Terry from King of Fighters, I would have said, yeah, I know, I've heard about Mugen before.
Yeah, well.
Ooh.
Yep.
So, Balco has shown that he knows that you can SDI out of that, but that ends up being a mix-up. If you SDI up and in, Terry can get his up B instead of the punch. And if you DI up and out, he can go for the knuckles. So it becomes a mix-up instead of just guaranteed damage.
So far, this is kind of how Balco plays. He just kind of throws the wall at you. and you got to deal with it. That was a really nice little setup there. Putting down the hydrant so he'd have enough ground to do the up smash. Seems like Haas is really struggling to find a way in.
Well, you know, there's one thing that Terry definitely struggles with, and it's just being camped. I had to fight Haas earlier today in bracket, and that's one of his tips was, yeah, against the Shotas, especially against Terry, you know, if you have a way to just out-camp him, it's probably going to work.
Yeah, the platform coming in handy there, helping Haas to send Balco a little bit closer to the blast zone. And that will get him the first stock here. Still behind by a pretty large margin, and Balco is sure to extend that as far as he possibly can. Still hasn't been touched on the second stock.
Terry had go, and then he had to go.
Yeah. Balco really good at these ledge setups. Just see it a lot from him.
Haas has a lot of work to do. Honestly, at this point, this is one of those matches where you go, all right, I'm just using this match to gain data.
Well, you say that. Terry is definitely one of those characters that can take a stock real quick if you stop paying attention. You think you've won, and all of a sudden, Terry's got go on his last stock, and 2 of yours just disappear.
That's definitely true. That's definitely true. It ain't over until the Roy screams.
Ooh. Can Haas find the punish here? That's the one move.
He does.
Balco uses it to recover a lot. That's the one move that Pac-Man has that has a lot of end lag. And Balco is very fond of using it in situations where it might not be the best. And I've definitely been able to punish him for it a lot when we play.
All right. So Balco's doing a good job at playing this matchup as he should, which is just zone out Haas and say, yeah, no, you got to come in. And Haas is saying, I do have go, so you got to respect me and be scared.
Over. Oh, no, he doesn't get the...
It was too high.
Yeah, he wasn't able to find the stock there.
Ooh.
Yep. Citrus coming through. Balco going to take the first one. Let's see you around, Jason. Yeah, Balco taking the first game pretty decisively. There's just a lot of setups there that Haas just wasn't ready for.
So we'll see if we'll see how Haas adapts. We'll see how he manages to get in against Balco.
Again, just a difficult thing for Terry to deal with.
Ooh. Haas is joining him on the stand. Let's see if this is
they're
powerful.
Both standing. Let's go.
Woo.
No chairs, standing room only for this one. It's like we're playing Wii Sports.
Balco is
hyped. Moving.
Haas says, I'll see you on your level, and Balco, I don't know if that's a power-up for Balco. Let's see how he plays this match.
He is amped up. Let's go.
This man has energy.
And we're seeing the Tekken FD come out, the Omega Tekken stage.
And
this is sort of a comfort pick for Haas, but I'm not sure how well it's going to benefit him against a character like Pac-Man.
Yeah, it's definitely a scary place. He doesn't have any platforms he can retreat to and mix up his recovery against all of this storm of projectiles.
Yeah, and that's going to do it. I don't think Haas can get back from there, no.
Turns out that Terry is scurvy himself and has been defeated by Citrus twice now.
Yeah, Vitamin C, the silent killer.
Of Terry, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, character was just kind of a mediocre, very linear recovery. It's difficult for him to deal with.
And that hydrant just, I think he was hoping that, thank you. I think he was hoping that the hydrant would let him connect the knuckles, but it didn't.
The Haas kind of fishing a little bit, but he will find the power dive to take out the hydrant there. That's another thing. Ooh, finds the get up option there too. That's something Haas likes to do a lot, especially on FD. Is he'll like do like a full hop into power dive. Covers a lot of space. It's easy to catch your opponent unawares with it.
And you see him do it, and it looks like a move that has a lot of ending lag, but let me tell you, it does not.
No, it's very deceptive. As are a lot of moves in this game. Oh, this should be a lot of damage if he can get the full combo. There we
That
go,
is
Buster Wolf.
What we call optimized. Honestly, I think he was hoping that that the
Oh, yep,
fire
there's
hydrant
the
Buster Wolf was going to break a shield, but it didn't.
it did not, and Balco was able to use the the red trampoline there to put Haas into special fall. A lot of landing lag there, and that was
And Balco officially has Haas lapped.
yeah, in a real short amount of time. Oh no!
Oh.
And he air dodges off stage.
Hate to see it.
Oh, such a rough way for the set to end.
But that match gets a round of applause from the venue.
Definitely well done by both players. Balco's gonna move on to the losers' quarters, or I believe going to go up against Balco.
And it is now 9-12.
Oh,
Which
Sora
means
should be out.
Sora should be out any minute now. If he's not out already, and you guys want to drop a little comment?
Oh, he's out.
He is out.
I have. Oh, hold on. We got patch notes too.
Ooh. Honestly, I'm excited for Sora. Really excited for these patch notes. Interested to see what they do.
They buffed Puff, Dr. Mario, Zelda, Lucario, Rosa, Little Mac, Ridley. Let's go. K.
All right.
Rool. Well, basically all the low tiers got buffed.
Great job, Nintendo. Buffing the characters who legitimately need it.
Yeah, they no nerfs, only buffs. Actually, they buffed all the low tiers except Ganon and Kirby.
All right, Steve, you got your wish. Rosalina got buffed. You were saying last patch. That was your dream. There it is for you.
So here we go, Tacet and Ashen. The names are swapped here, but kind of surprised to see Ashen this far in the bracket. Typically doesn't make it this far, but he's had definitely been improving over the course of the last couple tournaments. So yeah, Mario, Byleth.
So, Ashen is going to try and do his best to be the distance demon and keep Tacet out, and Tacet is trying to find a hole in the defense and get in and just tear Byleth to shreds.
Yeah. Now we've seen Tacet on the Mario before tonight. He's shown some real solid combo game with this character. I don't believe I've ever seen Ashen play before, but at least not Byleth. But I know basically what Byleth wants to do. Tacet a little aggressive off stage there.
And Tacet is coming into this after a really close loss. He almost won that.
Yeah.
And so
real slobber knocker against 6 AM.
And honestly, he's got to be feeling himself after that one.
Yeah, and you can tell he's moving pretty well, taking the first stock here. Gonna start racking up the percent on the second stock as well.
And it is...
Oh no!
You hate to see it.
Maybe feeling himself a little too much, but he is picking up exactly where he left off on the second stock. Racking up another 30-40%.
And he's just able to weasel his way right through Ashen's guard. And
this is a regrab. Doesn't get the punish.
Yes, Dark, if you were to use the newly buffed Dr. Mario, he would win more. You'll have to tune in next week for that, as this whole bracket
we're not
is being
swinging-
played
yeah.
on the current, the previous patch now.
We're not switching patches mid-set tournament, obviously.
So you won't see a grand finals of Sora Dittos.
As cool as that would be.
As cool as that would be. Maybe we'll get some Sora money matches after bracket is over.
Potentially.
See who's day one Sora's better.
I liked the early up B, but Ashen was ready for it, and on an even percent last stock here.
And Ashen is showing
Ashen
that
going for
he
the
made
farm
it to
here.
losers quarters for a reason. He's been putting in the work on Byleth and is getting the damage, you know?
Yeah, Tacet's gonna answer back with a nice little string of his own. Ashen's still a little bit in the lead. These moves just cover so much space.
And Ashen is saying, hey, thanks MK Leo for showing me that Byleth really has some sauce.
I think he had the combo there. I don't know if it would have killed this early. Tacet's starting to build a little bit of momentum.
And
Just calls
wow,
the jump out of shield,
that
and that takes
patience, that was beautiful. He
I
just,
was definitely not expecting that to kill that early. But
Ashen
we
takes the
go.
shirt off. He's getting ready.
yeah, heating it up. Starting to take off the layers. But yeah, definitely a really close first game between these two.
Was Ashen playing DDD last week?
No.
No. Okay. Some other young kid.
Yeah.
All right.
There was a DDD player last week that made it pretty far. I think his tag was Dragon Beast.
Yeah. And this is losers quarterfinals, which means that this is a
This
best
is a best of 5.
5. Yeah. Tacet's got one on the books.
I find it interesting that Ashen counterpicked to Smashville. Typically, the character with the bigger distance likes the larger stage, more space to run away. But he's saying, "Come at me. You got no space to run now." But then there's one. I would say there's one benefit for zoners on this stage. And that's the platform layout really benefits them.
You got a little house right in the center of the stage that you can set up in. And he's just saying, "Ooh, I'm going to control this space and control the stage, and good luck."
Yeah, it was a nice call out there. Got caught Tacet trying to land with the fireball.
Ooh,
The Ashen
nice.
is landing with that side B a lot. It covers a lot of space. He doesn't typically hit Tacet with it though. Like there it is again, and
Uh-huh.
I wouldn't be surprised if he dies for it. He's super far off stage. Obviously, definitely difficult to intercept the recovery of Byleth, but he is not a character that should be going that far off stage routinely.
Ain't that the truth? And Tacet seals that stock out, having taken 39%. Decent extra credit on the part of Ashen.
That's true. And
But
ooh,
Tacet gets that that one in, brings it up to 25 damage, but isn't able to capitalize any more than that before Ashen takes center stage.
Tacet with a little bit of a, I don't know what that was. He was nowhere near Ashen when he did that ran off fair.
And the down tilt catches his dash back.
Yeah, just a little bit. I don't know if he was spacing for F tilt or something, but he definitely was not expecting the down tilt there. And now Ashen looking pretty secure in his lead here. Oh man, what a confirm!
If Tacet had a little bit more percentage on him, that was the game.
Yeah, game
But he
over
doesn't-
for sure. Still fighting back here. Flood not really getting that much mileage off stage for him.
And There's an up smash to punish the side B. I'm kind of surprised that that didn't kill.
Where's
But
the back air?
does.
He's out. Blast stock once again. Tacet in a bit of a hole still. Oh, what? Okay. I like the mix up there. Definitely very risky, but did get him on the ledge. Only finds a jab off of that down throw. A little bit out of the ranges for the standard ladder combos. Uh-oh. Oh!
The
That's
Mario
it!
Classic. Bada bing,
Yep.
bada boom.
Ashen just a little too aggressive trying to read Tacet's ledge option, and it cost him the set. He was ahead the whole time, and just one
If he played
whiff
a
on the
little
final
bit more
stop.
patiently. But you know, I think that that is just a sign of the momentum that Tacet has tonight. 6 a.m. is on the side, showing us the intensity of that spike. We love it.
Good love 6. He's such a character.
Right? Honestly, I'm a little disappointed that Sora was the last character, not 6 a.m. himself.
Oh, for sure. Ooh, called him super deep off stage. Again, getting a little aggro with the down air there. I don't think he needed to go for that. He was perfectly fine just holding the ledge.
Yeah.
And it's going to cost him a lot of percent here. Definitely not as secure a position as he was in before he ran off stage.
Yeah, Tacet is a good player, and he will punish you for overextending. And he passes the DI check.
A little bit of an interesting side B there. I'm curious, because, like, obviously, I think he would side B the other way to try to kill him there. Like, that's just send him back towards center stage. Tacet's going to take the first stock. Looking pretty comfortable here now after barely clutching out game 2.
He seems to have gotten into his element, gotten into the flow, recognizing how to do things. Is he gonna?
All right, well,
Nope.
Ashen DIing in that time to avoid the forward air, learning a little bit from last game.
Sure was. And he lives for it.
Yep,
and
he is going to be able to catch the landing with the up smash.
Yep. Only 66 damage, which is not too much to make up. Ashen has definitely showed himself capable of getting some pretty decent strings. It'll take him a couple of neutral wins at this point, but he certainly could do it.
See, Tacet's just starting to
is
smother
scary.
Ashen here, though. He's been able to bring out all these quick aerials, calls out the offensive approach there, and now he's basically up a whole stock.
He sure is. But this is not the time to get complacent. This is the time to tighten up and strangle the competition.
That's for sure. Of course, if you're Ashen too, at this point you're down 2 games. You're on your last stock. This is your first time getting the steep in a bracket. The nerves have to be closing in on you, right?
I think honestly that also this kind of goes back to what I was saying before. The second you are okay with losing, that's generally when you lose. And, you know, if Ashen is thinking to himself right now, oh, I made it to losers quarter, that's good enough.
Yeah, well, he's definitely not out of it yet. We saw him get that stock there, punishing the up smash out of shield. Can he close this out? Right.
Side B on ledge,
Side
which
B
he
the
hasn't
ledge
done
finally
yet.
finds the option there.
And he
starting to put some
racks up
damage
the
on the
damage.
board.
Mario is at a point now where he could die.
Yeah, this is definitely a bit scary for both characters here. Ashen's got to get back on stage though. This has been sort of a troublesome point for him, because against a character like Mario who has some real fast options that can catch you.
And down tilt to up air.
All of a sudden we're at a last hit situation here. And he waits for the air dodge and takes the game. Just dug deep and found that little extra bit of patience he needed to put himself on the board and get in the set.
Can he pull out another one and bring us another Game 5 situation? I sure hope so.
I gotta be honest, I was not expecting that level of composure from Ashen, but great to see it.
Yeah,
Great to see that he is not willing to go quietly out of the tournament.
Mhm.
So now Tacet counterpicking to FD. Again, not a stage I would have expected Tacet to counterpick to in this matchup. I mean, I can kind of see it. No platforms means it's easier to catch where your opponent's going to land. But at the same time, this is not a stage I think Mario really likes.
Yeah, I definitely see this as a pretty decent chance for Ashen. Byleth's up air is very good and can catch you from a lot of places. And Ashen showing, hey, I like this stage. I've already got you to 130.
Yeah, Ashen very nearly ran away with his first stock, almost unanswered. Tacet starting to build a little bit of momentum here. And once again, that side B off ledge, Tacet has yet to be able to find an answer for it. And with Mario's kind of small hitboxes, I don't know if he has a real answer for it.
That's a great question. He goes deep for that back air.
Yep, chased him super deep off stage, not respecting the up B at all.
And Ashen really needs to close out this stock.
He'll do it there with the up smash.
19%.
Still
Nothing.
very even. And remember, we saw Ashen just kind of run away with the percents at the beginning of this game. Nice parry. He's going to get a lot off of this.
And
again,
he doesn't.
gives up stage control when he didn't need to. And that's going to reset the situation back to pretty much neutral here.
Tacet isn't able to convert that into a strong neutral win, and instead they just got the reset. Ashen
doing a great job of covering all the space. I mean, obviously, the giant hitboxes that Byleth have do a good job of facilitating that. Great job calling out where he's going to land, too.
I think Ashen is making Tacet regret picking Final Destination right now, but
all of a sudden, remember that lead that Ashen had? It's almost gone.
It sure is close. He needs
to... It seems like just like whenever it looks like one player's on the ropes, they're able to find just a little bit more, dig a little bit deeper, and find their way back in the set.
This one
is really
sure
something
is
to watch.
A battle of the wills right now. They're both able to dig deep and keep this game close.
Tacet really broke his ankles there.
Tacet does not want this to get to game 5. Goes for the up smash and gets grabbed out of it. Ashen playing nice and patient.
He's gotta... Yeah. Uh-oh. The up air strings are gonna come out, and that's gonna even up the percents once again. At the point now where the next neutral win could really decide the set.
Woo! And if he missed that, he was a goner.
I
if he rolled
didn't
there,
like that roll. I don't know if he meant to drop out and just kind of run towards it or what, but like obviously the idea there was to intercept the landing. Alright, Tacet's finally gonna get off the ledge. He's gonna push Ashen super far off stage with the flood.
Ashen is able
Runs
to get
off
back
to try
though.
To give him. And he catches the jump again with the up smash.
Closes this with an up smash. We have another game 5. This is the night, everybody. This is a great night bracket.
Everyone is just bringing their all. I don't think there's been a single set.
Fillie is coming up to the
scenario.
TV. Yeah. Fillie bringing up a great point that all of those times that Tacet was forward smashing, if he just up smashed, he would have caught Ashen on either side of him. It's a really great option for Mario.
We're
Let's see.
returning to FD, and Tacet does have the theme music power up here. So let's see if he can clutch this out. Momentum is swung in the other direction for a while, but all you need is one good game here. And
Yeah,
so far,
again,
he has not been touched. Already 80% on Ashen's first stock.
again,
And again,
goes for
just
the
like
forward
what
smash.
Fillie said, if he had up smashed there instead of F smashed, he would have got him.
Because I do believe the up smash also has better frame data.
Yeah, no, Mario up smash is crazy.
It's nuts. What we are.
Once again, we blinked, and all of a sudden Ashen has the lead. Was able to rack up the percent real quickly and take the first stock.
Let's see if Fillie gets his upset, and if Ashen keeps making his way up this bracket in the best run he's had, as far as I know.
Yeah, this if he makes it to loser semis, it would be unprecedented for him. The furthest he's ever made it in a HoG bracket.
And you know, that's definitely would be very notable because Tacet is playing well tonight for the most part. He's been playing great in his previous match. He's been playing great in this match, and it's just been that clash of the wills, seeing who has the mental fortitude to really adapt quicker than their opponent and get the big callouts.
Yeah, so far it's still very even. They're practically even in percent right now. Ashen doing a great job finding the conversion there, but
going deep. Ooh. Miss spaces or doesn't get the forward smash, but gets that one.
Smash. And that kills. I wasn't quite expecting that. I don't think Ashen was either. You saw him reel back in his chair a little bit.
Oh, and he just reverses it and says, "No, you."
Yeah.
Did
Pulls
not
out
know.
the Uno reverse card there.
Yeah, I thought we were playing Ultimate, but we are playing Super Smash Bros. Uno. And Ashen is saying, I am not giving this one up easily. I am, he's got Tacet all the way up to 70%.
Yeah, the momentum is
he's
swinging
got him on the
super
ropes.
heavy right now. Can Tacet find a way back to center? Can he rack up any more damage?
And Tacet's got to...
Again,
really...
I feel like, I can't help but feel like every time Ashen runs off stage, he's putting himself in a really scary situation.
Ooh, that was so close. And that was also so close.
Oh, and once again he catches the jump!
Ashen does it. Reverse? That was a reverse 3-0?
Nail biter of a set. It was a reverse 3-0.
Another really phenomenal match.
Pulls the upset off over Tacet. No, what a great set between those two.
Phenomenal
Gotta love it.
set.
And now, Bakko versus Balco. Seen both of these two play before.
Bakko and Balco, a mouthful. Sounds like a nightmare to cast, and so
these two.
I'm gonna leave. This will be where I call it. I've got classes to teach tomorrow. The youth call out, and I'm not allowed to beat them up. So these skills. All right. I'll see you guys next week. See you later, Bad Nick.
Yeah, see you. Great commentating with you.
Before this set starts, I'm going to go ahead and shill again. For those of you who have already seen it, not going to be saying any new information, so feel free to disregard what I'm saying. This 30th, on Halloween, we're having an event called HoGoween. It's a P+ monthly. There's going to be a costume contest. The prize for the costume contest is still in the works. There's going to be candy matches where you buy bags of candy and use them as currency for money matches. You can see the confirmed players on the screen. I don't have much time left as this set is about to start, but yeah.
All right. Starting on FD. Bit of an interesting choice here between these two. No wolf shenanigans from Bakko this time. He's going straight to the Shulk. Between these two players that I've played a lot, know pretty well. What's gonna be curious here, to me personally, is that Bakko's definitely someone who likes to jump in a lot, and it seems like Pac-Man isn't really a character that lets you jump in. very easily. As you see there, he's already racked up a full stock. Bakko has barely touched him. He's going to keep going as hard as he can. Already Balco running away with this here. Bakko only 22% on the board, and he's just going to keep running. Doesn't seem like Bakko is able to really find much of anything. You see Balco very content and just waiting for Bakko to swing. And then going for his opening, Bakko finally picks up a stock with some big damage maneuvers, but he's still in a real deep hole. You know, I don't understand why this stage is so noisy. Like, you go through the tunnel and there's just the noise that comes through, and it's just like, why? Come on, man. Bakko barely surviving with the shield art, but he's still in a real bad situation. He's just not been able to find an opening. Not mixing up his timings, his landing, anything, but he's able to punish the landing there from Balco, rack up a good amount of percent. I don't know what that F smash was. It seemed a bit hopeful. Like, oh, okay. Backslash off stage. Maybe just kind of hoping that he would hit both of them and even the stock set back up, but now really hoping to find this stock before he takes too much damage. This Galaxian or Galaga is going to do a lot of damage. But it really seems like Balco has Bakko's number here. Oh, he missed the tech! Percents are even, or stocks are even. Obviously Balco in a little bit trickier situation. Much higher percent, and it keeps climbing. Oh! Balco is so good with these hydrant setups. He really knows what to look for. So good at setting up exactly where his opponent is trying to be. And Bakko has yet to find a way in on this third stock. Looking at basically the next thing that touches him is going to kill him. Again, shield are coming in clutch. But now he no longer has the benefit of that shield art. And Balco is coming for him. Bakko just has not been able to find anything. He's barely weaving his way through those two projectiles. Both of them killer. Bakko finally finding one grab. Is he going to be able to rack up the percents? I think he expected that hydrant to come down on him. He saw the vision come out. Oh! Catches the timing there with the up B. Balco? I'm gonna be honest, that looked pretty decisive for Balco, game one. Back to FD. I'm not gonna lie here, Balco. I don't know what you're thinking with this pick. I don't know if it's a comfort thing or what, but like that last game did not look good for you. And running back to a game where you kind of got run away on. I don't know, maybe you thought it was closer than it was, but that last stock did not look good. We'll see if found the adjustments. Again, it seems like the story of this game has just been Bakko tries to land an aerial, Balco shields it, and is just able to get the biggest punishes. But I guess the second game isn't looking quite as bad. Oh, that backslash would have been a lot of damage. I can't believe that hit. Bakko really likes charging that F smash. Tried to clip the up B off the ledge there. Wasn't able to find it. And now Balco's gonna rack up the damage. These fast aerials just doing a ton of work. Okay, I liked what Bakko went for there. Unfortunately, Balco was also ready for it. Again, it feels like just like every time Balco just waits and Bakko is the one punished for it. I mean, he is able to find a smash art thing off of the Angel platform to even things up. Wow, Balco had the read of a lifetime there. Unfortunately for him, there was just enough time for Bakko to pull out an air dodge. Sorry if I sound a little distracted. I am watching people play Sora on the other monitors, so little distracted maybe, but here we go. The percents a little bit less lopsided than they were in game one. Oh, I really like that air slash. Finally able to find some counterplay to that aerial hydrant drop that every Pac-Man likes to do. Oh, he was so close. And just a little too quick on the up smash there. Just a little too impatient. And that's going to cost him the stock. Is Bakko going to be able to find the punish? Yes, he will. Again, Balco really likes that power pellet off stage. Unfortunately, the smash art did not last long enough for Bakko to get the stock off of it. But he's finally been able to get Balco off stage and hits the hydrant to even things up in game two. Bakko playing a little less proactively, a little more reactively, and that's really been helping him here. Again, he's got to contend with all of the kind of stuff that Balco likes to do. Like, I know both these guys pretty well, but even I'm getting their tags confused. They just sound that similar. Yeah. It seems kind of like the same story of the first game, where Balco finally starts running away with it on the last stock. Bit of an interesting side B there. I imagine that went to be the other way to try to punish the grab. Oh, he walks right into the bell. Fortunately, he was in shield art. Balco wasn't able to take the stock off of it. Uh-oh. That's... Ooh! I don't think Balco was expecting that to work. Oh, there's the apple. Coming through with the old Isaac Newton to take game 2. And, again, it feels like Bakko is able to keep it somewhat even, but he just can't find a consistent way in to handle Balco's shenanigans. He just has the setups on lock. And there's the wolf. I was expecting this a little bit earlier, but we'll see if Bakko can facilitate the reverse 3-0 here. We're playing this whole set on FD, which is interesting to me. But we'll see if Wolf can handle it a little better than Shulk did. So far, things are a little bit more even. The Reflector definitely going to come into handy, both to help with the projectiles and also to help with people landing on them. We've already seen this down B doing a lot of work. Also, Blaster's going to be a great tool at keeping Hydrant out of play for more than Balco wants it to. I like the down smash attempt. Unfortunately, Balco, remember when you... Oh, he charged that forever and called out Balco. So I was just about to say, every time you see a Pac-Man land a Hydrant, that is not the only thing they're going to land with. And Bakko's going to take the F smash to the face there, but yeah, Bakko punishing the landing down air really nicely to take the first stock. Already 70% on the second stock, courtesy of these crazy Galaxian strings that every Pac-Man... Shit, that's one of the bread and butters, honestly, with this character. But already evening things up. Big damage output on Wolf. Tries to chase up with the back air, but Balco able to get the Nair out. Get off me. One of the best get off me tools in the game, honestly. Great parry. But still the percent's racking up very nicely. Again, I was a big fan of that reflector. Just keeping Balco from landing on him as freely as he did in the last game. Shulk, not a character with very good get off me tools. It's one of his big weaknesses as a character. Wolf, much different character, much better at handling that sort of situation. And he's able to up smash through the Hydrant's hitbox to put himself in the lead for the first time in the set. Bakko starting to rack up some momentum with this Wolf. Really starting to embrace the the dual characters. Primary, secondary. Naring through the Hydrant again. How is Balco going to be able to answer for that? He's already at 93 on his last stock. This is where Wolf really gets dangerous. All it takes is one back air call out just like that. If he was just a little bit too soon with that. Tried to go for back air. He's finally going to take the stock, but he's in a super deep hole again. Is Bakko going to be able to hold on to it? Oh, that was super scary. If all needed was one win box off that Hydrant and the set was over. Balco able to get him in the vortex for a little bit. I like the attempt there by Balco to punish the reflector. He knew it was coming. Balco standing super straight. Can he find this final stock before Bakko gets some percent on the board? Like any time Wolf goes off stage, you got to be a little worried. It's definitely very easy to misinput something, but Balco's been able to claw this back. These two now trading back airs, trading nairs. All it'll take is one mistake, one flub. That's not gonna do it. He hits him towards center. Oh, and he's gonna be able to punish the F smash, and finally Bakko puts himself on the board in one of the a real nail biter there. But the set will continue. Bakko finally finding some mileage with the Wolf. Picks up the game 3. Reverse 3-0 still on the table. Balco giving a little soft chew. But we're gonna keep it moving here, keep it rolling. And finally off of FD, we head to PS2 for game 4. And so far, this has been all Balco. Already 50% on the board in the first 15 seconds. And it will continue. Bakko unable to clear the Hydrant in time for that key to come out. And he's already looking a bit unwary here. Oh! Great call out with the landing. You never expect the Pac-Man's F smash to cover as much space as he does, and already 68 from that Galaxian setup. Oh my god! Balco running away with game 4 already. Oh my, just absolutely saucing Bakko with the ledge here. Such a difficult situation for Bakko now, because if he gets touched, he's going to be down one stock. Back air going to do it. Finally catching that power pellet. He's been looking for that in the last 2 games. But still, so far behind. And the Hydrant is able to hit through the reflector. I don't know if he just didn't hold it long enough, but now Balco an entire stock lead going into the potentially the last game of the set. This is Bakko's final stock of the tournament if he can't close it out here. And we've seen some real crazy conversions from Bakko in this set. Wolf, he can really rack up the damage with Wolf, but can he find a quick stock? Something that Wolf can be known for. He does have those real dangerous maneuvers. But he's already sitting at death percent on his final stock. One bad move, one bad read, and it's all over for Bakko right now. He's gotta play super carefully around that melon. Barely avoids death with the shield, with the grab there. But he's able to hang on. He's got Balco at the ledge. Balco's be able to answer that. Oh! Okay. And he's able to scoop him up the up smash. Bakko still in this, 166% on his final stock. But he is not giving up yet, and that'll cover the ledge, and that'll do it. Balco, 3-1 over Bakko in what is a bit of an upset, but I'm not sure if these two have ever played, honestly. But yeah. Great job by Balco setting up the really pulling out all the stops in game 4. Seriously, some real impressive strings and combos. Putting through the meat grinder. But now, winners finals, 6 a.m. in Philly. Two biggest names in bracket, top 2 seeds. No surprise to see them squaring off here. I believe, I could be wrong. I'll have to check my my stats here. But I believe the last time these two played, which was recently, Philly actually won. So this is 6 is first seed, but Philly definitely has the potential to clutch this out. Let me see if I can get this down before we start things up. Okay, no, I was completely wrong. These two haven't played in a while. Oh no, I was wrong again. No, last time these two played, yeah, no, it was a Philly 2-0-6. And that was last Tuesday. So a few things have changed in the last 6 days. Also, this is a best of 5, little more room for error between these two players. But this is the main event. This is going to be the set of the night, if we haven't seen it already. I think the dynamic between these two is interesting because Philly is definitely a super aggressive player. Definitely a player that doesn't really, definitely a player that knows what he wants to do and is just always going to do it. Meanwhile, 6, really smart, knows exactly where you're going to be, exactly what you're going to do, and he's going to punish it as many times as he can. As we've already seen. Oh, is that it? That's the call out. No, 6 will always go for that. If he side Bs you off stage at 0%, he will drop the confirm. He will drop the button press specifically to try to down air you. And Philly got caught super hard by that. And now already down 2 whole stocks. 6 looking at death percent here. And he will, Philly will find the Gimp off stage. One of the things Incineroar is really susceptible to. But still, quite a bit of a lead for 6 a.m. It is starting to... Philly playing with a full head of steam after that. Well, I haven't even seen what the Incin buffs are. I just know he got buffed. But yeah, no, we were going to see an even stronger 6 after this tournament. Ooh, drag down back air. Looking kind of nice. Philly starting to get 6 into kill percent here. But he's got to watch out. He's also in kill percent. He's going to catch the landing. Philly lost his stock real quick, but he's on the verge of making this comeback. The reverse 3 stock. Can he do it? He's going to get the fair. So close. And Philly is continuing to just build pressure, build momentum. 6 already at 62 on his last stock. These last 2 stocks have disappeared in a flash, and he is just continuing to make it happen. And that... No, he lives! The DI of the gods! Fillie will hang on to this final stock, and we're starting to look like a last stock, last hit situation here. Against all odds. Ooh! He catches the landing. Fillie, the reverse 3-stock to open the set. My goodness. What? What a way to kick off Winners Finals. Like, it looked like Six had Phillie's number, and then after that second stock, Fillie just turned on, like, he just shifted into the overdrive and just ran away with the rest of the game. That was unreal. Interesting counter pick here, Battlefield. This is definitely a stage I think Incineroar is a fan of. They really like the added landing options that the platforms give them. Unfortunately, I think this is also a stage Yoshi likes. You can see those up air chains. Real effective. And he's already got Six backed into a corner. No percent taken already. And that will continue. Fillie has not yet taken any percent on this first stock. And Six has already lost his. The 0 to death. The reverse 3-stock is continuing into the second game. Six has not taken a stock from Fillie in so long now. But it really looks like Fillie has this matchup down. Like, he knows exactly what Six wants to do. He's floating just out of range of that down air. Able to find a punish. Yoshi does that so well, and Fillie is able to get the most out of it. Six fighting back here. He's got revenge at the ledge. Fortunately, I think it was, yeah, that was this double jump armor that really helped him out there. Otherwise, he was dead. This is a tricky situation. Six finally just going to say, to heck with your offstage shenanigans. I'm going to nair you whether you like it or not. And Fillie was definitely squarely in the not camp there. So at Six, starting to even things back up, and the revenge up smash is going to put the percent squarely back in even territory, especially with that side B. And you would be forgiven for thinking this game didn't start with a 0 to death, because all of a sudden 6 AM has the lead. Just like that. And he's gonna keep it going, tried to catch the DI in there. Oh my, he almost had that too. Like, if Fillie didn't fall out, that was it. And all of a sudden, we're looking at basically the opposite situation to last game here, where Six is at kill percent, but just has not been touched the entirety of the second stock. And once again, he's got revenge. His back throw is going to be worth so much, especially with how much range that Incineroar has. This is so scary. Fillie finally finds an up smash out of shield, but he's got to be sweating. You thought you had this guy down, and now we're last stock game 2, and he is just styled on you for all of this game. And Six is going to take it. These two, I don't think I've ever seen anything like this. These two are trading stocks like it's Wall Street. It's crazy. Like, they're going nuts out here. Six jamming out. Gotta love it. Sounds like we're going to Northern Cave for game 3. A bit of an interesting one. Six, I think, really thrives on like off stage. He's really good at covering just about every option you want to do off stage. Look at this movement. He's threatening so many different things above the stage. And you know Yoshi especially, because he's got that double jump armor, he's got a bunch of really fast aerials and really hard to punish aerials, and he's going to try to go up there. But you can see, just look at him, he's threatening so much space with how he moves around these platforms and around just off the stage area. And it's gotten him so much mileage, Fillie just is scared to land because he knows if he loses his double jump, that's probably it for his stock. Real smart egg lay there, 6th. You can see the opening of Revenge coming out. And the thing is that even with 6 threatening everything below, if he catches you with a down tilt, then you're still in trouble. Fillie's going to be able to find a nice offstage hit to take the first stock. Not a lot of percent on the board. I mean, I say that, but this is Incineroar. You get hit twice, you're dead. Fillie tried to go for that classic jab reset there. 6 consistently teching out of them. Oh, and as I say it, he misses a tech. Sense looking even once again. An absolutely bonkers set between these two. One stock is worth so much. It's because with these two, it seems like they get on each other's numbers so frequently. And then the adaptation has been so crazy. Oh, Fillie air dodges off stage. 6th, the absolute intimidating aura of 6 AM is what took that stock. A little bit too much percent to get the jab reset there. 6 coming swinging out of the egg with the Alolan whip. Nice spacing by Fillie. He's going to even up the percents once again here. In this game 3, a lot of momentum on the line here. Back air chain coming through. Six gonna fight his way back to center stage. Just narrowly misspacing the Alolan whip. Once again, 6 now with a bit of a percent lead. But I don't think that means very much with how these two are playing. This is really down to the wire, the razor's edge. Who will find the game? That'll do it! Fillie just barely clutching out game 3. This has been an absolute banger of a set, if I do say so myself. This is some unreal Smash Brothers being played right now. Like, I really don't think 6 is, like, honestly, it's just the little thing that are really going to decide the set. Like, these two are adapting to each other's play so well. I like the patience there by 6, just kind of waiting for Fillie to land on him. But, you know, it's Yoshi. He's going to land on you eventually with some kind of aerial. That's how Yoshi plays. And 6, so we're getting a lot of mileages waiting for 6 for Fillie to land, and then punishing the landing. That's all he's done for 85%, and he just hasn't been touched yet. And there it is again. Is 6 going to answer Fillie's 0 to death with his own? No, he's not. A little bit. Oh my, is that okay? All right. I should have known better. There's no way 6 was gonna let that happen to him after everything. But that will be the stock, answering the command grab with his own much longer range one. And I like 6's idea, just like, you know what, you're gonna go drop off the angel platform with something aerial-wise. I'm just gonna revenge. And it worked. Oh, Fillie just barely misspacing the forward smash. But he will find the stock, and all of a sudden, 6 AM, down in stock. Well, still at quite a bit of percent, but as we've seen, that doesn't mean anything. Or, well, it does now, because now Phillie's in quite a bit of a hole. That side B was worth a lot. Wait, Egg Knight doesn't take revenge off? That's interesting. I guess command grabs don't count. I didn't know that. But, so here we go. Fillie once again able to get 6 in the corner. Hasn't backed up super hard against the wall. This is kind of where Incineroar can struggle. You know, bit of a struggle character. Fillie doing a great job tech chasing the platform. Put things back in the even territory. It's a little off base on that up tilt read as well. Great weight too. He knows when 6 is gonna try to revenge. He has this, like he understands the positioning, and it's just doing wonders for him. Oh, Fillie loves doing that, chasing, trying to offset the ledge pressure with like a. Oh, 6 misses the ledge, and Phillie's gonna take the set, 3-1. He just misspaced it a little bit, was trying to magnet hands it, and that's it. I wasn't ready for the set to end so quickly. There was so much more Smash Brothers to play. But there we go. So now 2 players that I really wasn't expecting this to be losers semis, but we've got Balco versus Ashen.
Sorry to chime in again. It's time to do my shill after every set, of course. So, HoG is having an event on Halloween. It's a P Plus monthly called HoGoween, as you can see. There's going to be a costume contest to be determined on the prize for that. Candy matches where you can buy bags of candy and use them for currency and money matches with other players. Feel free to come by, anybody. It's going to be P Plus probably, but if you come by and nobody's going to stop you from playing like another game like Ultimate or Melee, stuff like that. Confirmed players so far, really well-known players, chill people, Kais, Playavis, Astastic, Saber, Shadowhawk, Wombat, and those are just the confirmed people. There's going to be a lot of more people, especially like I heard there's a decent amount of people coming from out of state. So feel free to swing by. And I'm all out of time.
All right. Back into things here again. This is so Byleth versus Pac-Man. Gonna be a lot of finding their ways in, and just some interesting gameplay. 2 characters that really like to keep their distance, but also 2 characters that can really mess you up if they find a way in, or if you try to get in. What a parry on the F smash there. So another interesting thing to note between these 2, I don't believe they've ever played before. No, this is the first time that these 2 have ever played a set. So far, it looks like Balco has the advantage, but we've seen some real solid stuff from Ashen in this tournament. Interesting interaction there. Balco missing the ledge with the trampoline. Gonna put him in a real bad spot. Okay. Ashen seemed to try to want to catch Balco off stage. He's been doing that a lot in this tournament. Just running off stage when he hasn't really needed to, and that's gonna cost him the first stock of the set. And the Pac-Man Classic is kind of getting up in your face with forward air. That move, deceptive amount of range, just because it sends you forward when you do it. And Wow, Balco just covering everything, not letting Ashen find anything. Okay, the bonus route got clipped by the hydrant there, and that was able to find Ashen the opening he needed to get the stock. Still down quite a bit for Ashen though, and Balco not a player that really lets players get in on him. Like you can see, super strong defensive play. Really knows his setups. Really knows what you're gonna want to do in response to his setups. But so far, percent-wise, this has been all Balco. Oh, I really like the attempt there, setting up the melon, knowing that hey, you have to snap to ledge after you tether. Maybe this hitbox will cover it. It didn't, but I liked the attempt. All right, yep. Here's the Pac-Man Classic. The Galaxian didn't last as long as it needed to there, so maybe Ash will be able to find a stock off of it, even things up a little bit for the first time. He hasn't been able to find any answer for the ledge. It seems like the Battlefield platforms have been doing a good job at doing what they're intended to in this kind of matchup. Help mix up the landings at ledge and not letting things go the way of the ledge trapper. Ashen's got to start watching out for that bell. He's in the percent where a charged F smash off the side will do it. Once again, I gotta be honest, Ashen's up smashes have been on point this entire tournament. Like we saw it against Tacet, we're seeing it here. Like he is routinely able to read when you're gonna jump near him and catch it with an F smash. Still a bit of a difficult situation for Ashen. He's got to find a way back on stage. That'll do it. And he's going to be able to catch the power pellet. Balco missing the tech on the platform. He's going to put it in a last stock situation. Last hit as well. Who's going to have the fortitude to clutch out game one? Really was not expecting this to come down to this, but you see, Ash is doing also a great job of just sharking platforms. Balco, is able to use the platform height quite nicely. Oh, catches the jump. Nicely done by Balco in a set. The game was a little closer than I expected it to be. But Balco put himself on the board. Ashen really showed his stuff there. Really impressed with how he did. In that game. We're gonna move on to game 2. No changes on the character front. I don't think we was expecting that. I don't think any of these two have a secondary. I think Ashen might also play Pyramithra. I don't know if he still does. But, Here we go. Smashville is the pick. Definitely, well, we've seen this is definitely a stage that Ashen is familiar with. It's a comfort pick for him. It's a stage he likes to play with Byleth. And I don't blame him. Like I said before, the platform, definitely real beneficial for him. Unfortunately, it's also very beneficial for Pac-Man. Because with the platform and with the hydrant, that's a lot of space you're covering. And so far, the percents have told a real tale of tape here. And off Balco, just running away with his first stock. Oh, throwing out the Galaxian at the perfect time to be able to avoid that big ol' F smash that was headed his way. So far, Ashen hasn't been able to find an answer for those power pellet recoveries. Something that Balco seems to be alone in doing with Pac-Man. It's not something I've seen any other Pac-Man really do. Some solid item game as well. I've seen it a lot at the ledge. He's just able to really get away with stuff. Really just throw that stuff around at the ledge. You saw the downward citrus there. And Balco, well on his way to a 3-stock here. Ashen chipping away at the first stock, but hasn't been able to find anything. Balco just finding setup after hit, goes for the world on that read, and he's finally going to lose his first stock for it, but just having the confidence to go for that read this late in the game means going to be a real struggle for Ashen to get back into this. Ashen once again starting to crawl his way back into this game. But he's already super far on his last stock. This hydrant's going to be tricky. So is that trampoline. Pac-Man just has so many different things he can try to catch you with at the ledge. Balco dancing around these giant smash attacks so gingerly, just avoiding everything. But he hasn't been able to find a kill yet. Like, he's doing a great job at racking up this damage. Oh, what a move. Beautiful use of the hydrant there. Oh, that's going to be it. Yep, once again, Balco just really, look at him. He's got his eyes closed, standing on the ledge like, yeah, I did that. Let's go. Need to zoom in on Pac-Man there. That was great. But yeah, no, Balco just really schmoovin' on Ashen here. There's no other way to put it. He is in his groove. He's in his lane. He's confident, moisturized, whatever the thing is. He's on a roll. Roy. Okay, this is a new one for Ashen. I didn't know he had a Roy. But now down 2 games. Kind of got sauced that last one. Not surprised to see a counter pick from him. But will it be the correct play? Now, obviously, Roy, very good character, very hard-hitting character. But is a character that thrives on getting in. And so far, that is the one thing that Ashen has not been able to do. And as a character that he has not played at all tonight, as far as I can tell, will this Roy be the pick? Or is it a sign that Ashen's incredible bracket run is about to disappear into ashes? Well, hits him with the hydrant on the way out. A little bit of a parting gift out of that grab. And I've seen that before. He just grabs him, waits for the hydrant to come through. Only 38 on this first stock. Catches the roll in with the grab. And again, just not letting Ashen do anything. Finding hit after hit. Alright, Ashen finally gonna get something started here. Alright. Again, it seems like Ashen is typically super impatient when it comes to his opponent recovering. Like, oh no! I don't know if the apple had anything to do with that, if he just tried recovering too low, but now Ashen on his final tournament stock. And he's once again going to get hit by this. Again, it's the Pac-Man Classic. If you ever see a Pac-Man holding the Galaxian and he's holding the ledge and you're on a new stock, just get out of there. Don't let him do it. T will rack up 50% on you for free. And now, Ashen on his last stock, looking pretty darn close to out of it. He has not been able to find anything throughout this game. He flubbed the jab bear earlier. Like, this is just not looking good. Hydrant there, just making that side B safe. Otherwise, that was a free stock. Yeah, Ashen just looks bewildered out there. He's just trying to take this first stock. He whiffs the punish as he's able to run through him. And that'll do it. Balco just running circles around Ashen in game 3. And just cutting the Cinderella story of the night just a little short. But, yeah. Yeah, Balco having a very solid run tonight has not been stopped playing with a full head of steam, but we'll see if the momentum takes a hit because now he's in losers finals against 6 a.m. Will Balco stand tall or will 6 a.m. pose his way to victory here? Definitely two incredible players. Two people that, given the bracket tonight, definitely two that have a good reason to be here. Interestingly, I found this out the other week. Balco, before he moved to Connecticut, was ranked, I believe, 7th in Vermont. So definitely a player with some history. Obviously, Vermont not quite as stacked as Connecticut, but still a solid player in his own right. Yeah, let's jam, baby. We're going. Yeah, I mean, this is... Yeah, the energy from these two. You got Balco standing, you got Six doing all his poses. Two of just the biggest characters in the Connecticut Smash scene, that's for sure. Wow, answering immediately with a parry. Oh, and this is going to be a ton of damage just off the bat. All Six has to answer for is the revenge, and the revenge is gone. Obviously, I know there is a percent threshold. If you take too much damage while revenge is out, you just lose it. So obviously that came into play there. And he is running away with this first game, this first stock. Obviously, Six and Balco, I don't believe these two have ever played, and Six is definitely a player that thrives on knowing his opponent's habits. Like he'll use the first stock of any new player and just kind of figure out what they want to do, how they want to do it, and then they're gonna start. He's gonna start revenging everything and seeing how you adapt. And already the percents have evened up. And he's gonna find it a Alolan Whip to take the first stock of the set. Definitely fairly even so far. And that's gonna do it. Balco keeping things nice and even to get things started here. It's already looking to be a real knockdown drag out set, guys. I can just think solid items play coming out from Balco. Just doing a great job of not letting Six get a beat on where he wants to be, and with the sort of a compromise movement that Incineroar has, it's a little difficult. Balco knows the tricks of the trade, and he is using them to full advantage here, just not letting Six find a lot of anything. And up smashing the Hydrant is gonna eat the revenge. I like the trampoline there, not letting Six come close as he charges the bonus fruit. But still, these two sitting pretty close in percents. Definitely close enough for Six, even though he's behind about 50, could easily take a stock right now if he finds the right hit. And there is a lot of movement coming out, but these two are playing super patient. I don't think these two have touched each other in like 15 seconds. There we go. As I say it, commentator curse. Let's go. Gonna catch the jump off of ledge. Again, that's how Six operates. He waits for you to do something, and then next time you're ready to do it, he's ready for you. And Revenge, again, able to intercept that bonus fruit, or power pellet. Oh, Six upbeat into the blast zone there. Was just a little too far off stage. That is a thing that can happen. And now, last stock, very even. And Six is just doing a great job of using Revenge to sort of just muscle his way through, just strong arm through all these projectiles and find his way in. And then Balco has to find a way through it. Six with 2 stacks of Revenge right now, mind you. If Balco gets touched, he can kiss this lead goodbye. He could potentially kiss this game goodbye. But Six is going to lose the Revenge. He did finally get hit with the percent threshold. Revenge is back on board, but it will go away very quickly there with back air. One Alolan Whip is going to even up the percents real nicely. Oh no! Balco unable to get out of bonus fruit. And an unfortunate SD to take game 1. But in favor of Six. A real shame that we couldn't see that play out. Those two were really at it. That was a lot of fun to watch. But Six kind of gifted that one. Look at him! Look at this! Where else are you gonna see this? Come on. These two are in the zone, just loving this game. Gotta love it. Let's see what we can do here. Is he gonna go for it a 3rd time? Yes, he will, and he doesn't get it. Starting things off with a nice little 31% string. Obviously, Six is gonna answer back with big percents of his own. Balco again looking solid to start things off. Really getting these Pac-Man strings down. That's it though. All of that percent and Six just lands a couple of hits, even things up. I understand that that's how this works. That's how heavies work. But it still boggles my mind every time. That against Incineroar or 6 AM, you can work so hard to rack up so much percent and it'll just vanish like that. Like this! 47 off of 1 hit, courtesy of Revenge. Balco's got to find something quickly here, or this game could easily spiral out of control for him. Down tilt lariat, almost enough to do it. Yeah, this is where it gets real difficult. Once you've played a little bit against Six, once he knows what you're gonna do with the ledge, and you can't stop and think. You're gonna lose your invincibility. You're just gonna die. Down tilt, just a really frightening move in Incineroar's kit. Once again, Six looking really solid so far. Oh, and okay, all right. He was at 0 before that, mind you, and the kill screen came out for it. Balco finally gonna find the first stock, but he's got a long road to go if he wants to win this game too. And 6 AM once again finding Revenge routinely off of these just about every projectile that Balco wants to throw at him. Six just really good at that, knowing the positioning where you're gonna throw a projectile. And he's like, okay, you're gonna do it now. I will now Revenge and proceed to eliminate your stock. Balco getting a nice up there string there, starting to make the magic happen. Can he find the stock in a hurry and get back in this game? Oh, he just barely avoids that. Again, a lot of end lag on Power Pellet. Not a move that you can really throw out. Sam starting to get in that percent range where this stock could disappear, and that's gonna do it. All of a sudden, Balco picking up a bit of momentum. He's once again sitting at the ledge. Oh, and now with Revenge on board, he's got he wasted on an air though. Oh, that's it. Once again, down tilt was able to catch the get up option, and Balco, despite bringing it back very well, 6 AM is going to be able to take game 2. And now we're looking at a final game for Balco in this tournament. I know he's got some big sleeves. He's got a lot of Pac-Man tricks up there. But are they big enough to handle 6 a.m. is the question. On to Northern Cave. For potentially the final game of the set. Oh, I like that. He was waiting for, trying to bait a grab. So far, things looking pretty close between the two. Obviously, that's not going to kill from across the stage, but definitely big jump in percents. 6 caught that? What? He was like nowhere near. All right, well, you know, it do be like that sometimes. And now, Percent sitting squarely in 6's lead, just by a little bit. He's gonna get hit by the apple. Can he find the stock? Not with the hydrant in the way, and this is gonna be a big dose of revenge. But he walks right into the grab. Balco setting up everything. I love the way Pac-Man is able to use the hydrant water to just go super speed. That killed? That was some whack DI, I think, is the diagnosis for that one. That did not look like a hit that should have killed. But then again, Insant's up air, pretty damn good. So, oh! And speaking of damn good, Revenge did 70 damage. And he's dead. Just like that. Alright, yeah, that taunt, that lets me know. I think Balco knows that his run is coming to a close here, but I don't think he's going to go down without a fight. 205% on 6 a.m. Certainly a stock that'll get clipped right there. The apple does it. Call him Steve Jobs, folks. But, still a real hill to climb for Balco, especially once again with Revenge. Oh, another 40% down air. And it's looking real clear to me, folks, that unless something insane happens, unless Balco digs the deepest he's ever dug in his entire life, this back throw with Revenge, that's gonna do it. And Balco will be denied Grand Finals tonight. 6 a.m. with a decisive 3-0 to return to Grands and get his run back against Fillie. What a run by Balco, though. Absolutely great showing from him. Fantastic run tonight. Actually dropped super early. I think he lost like round 2 winners, got upset, and managed to make it all the way through losers, all the way through top 8 to get third. That's real impressive stuff. So congrats to him, but now we're moving on to Grand Finals. Last 2 players. There are something like 20-something entries tonight, but we've left with 2. And the top 2 seeds. I mean, really? What else could you ask for? Fillie and 6 a.m. Alright, we're getting right into it. 2 best players tonight for sure. See how things go. Remember the winner's final set was nutty in but any way I can put it. These 2 were slapping at each other and just going crazy. Was a fairly decisive at the end for Fillie, off of an SD by 6. But we'll see what happens here in losers. It didn't seem like it was super far out of 6's grasp at any point in the winner's final set. And so far, 6 playing with a little bit of momentum, playing through losers bracket a little bit. So obviously he's going to have the playing a little bit warmer to start things off. But if Fillie can answer, stop the momentum coming up through the losers bracket, and take the first stock just like that, then perhaps things will be a little more difficult. 6 is going to answer with a stock of his own, keeping things nice and even. 0% fresh stocks on both sides of the aisle. Fillie doing a good job of punishing revenge here. Of course, 6 is still going to be able to land that revenge, pick up a ton of percent in the process. But so far, things still fairly even. This is going to be big. Again, that's sort of how definitely gonna be a bit of a trouble spot for 6 just playing off stage. Yoshi can go super deep, can chase super far with forward air, with nair, both kill super early off stage. Especially for a character like Incineroar, who doesn't have the best recovery. It's gonna be a real threat. Fillie now sitting real high percent. Gotta watch out for this ledge regrab. 6 is able to find stock. And alright, I think he saved his jump. Okay, well he's able to make it back. But will he be able to hold on to this stock for long enough to get any extra credit at all? Still has to find a way back to stage, back off this ledge. And no, Fillie's able to close it out without getting touched at all in this final stock. So far, 6 looking pretty good. That great aerial drift from Yoshi coming out to keep himself away from, keep himself just barely out of range of these space aerials. Uh-oh. Does he have a double jump? No, he doesn't. He's going to have to air dodge to ledge. 6 isn't able to catch it, but he's able to catch the roll out with the up smash. And 6 kicking things off with a solid game 1. Putting himself on the board nice and early. Now, just want to mention, I don't think Fillie has ever won a tournament at HoG before. I know 6 has taken one of these before. So it's going to be so Fillie definitely hunting for potentially. Actually, no, it's not. Yeah, potentially his first HoG win tonight over someone that's done it before. All right. So far. Great spacing coming out. Look at the chase by Fillie. Oh, and he's able to catch the egg. He's able to hit 6 trying to get off the platform, and it stage spikes him. So real quick stock just off of this off-stage gameplay. Fillie so far, big head of steam, lots of big percent lead, but got to contend with this revenge. Oh, what a read! Called out the spot dodge in a big way, and revenge plus the charge, filling that stock, going into orbit. Great weight there on the revenge, able to pop Another up air. Wasn't quite enough to take the stock. Unfortunate there, and that looked like it was going to be it. And now 6, a ton of rage. Phillie's got to find the stock and quickly if he wants to have any chance at finding it. Again! He just side B's out of the egg. This is the second time he's done that tonight. Alright. Down B. Fillie classic. He's able to find the stock. 6 doing a great job at chasing these rolls and finding up smashes of his own. Again, super even. These two started at last stock, 0%. It didn't stay that way for long. These two were both quick and aggressive and just looking to close this out as quickly as possible. Especially 6. He's got to win this set quick so we can move on to the bracket reset. And so far, this final stock is looking all but decided for 6, and the catch is the back air to close things out. Alright, see you around. Alright. And here we go. Grand, potentially the last game of the set. If 6 wins, then there will be one more to decide the tournament. Phillie's got a bit of a hole to dig himself out of if he wants to take this home without a loss. But still plenty of smash on the table, regardless of what happens. So don't go anywhere. Oh, what a call out. Is he gonna side me out of it again? No, this time he tries revenge. Oh, he got him. He hit him out of the double jump and that was it. 6, 2 stocks away from resetting bracket. And seeing himself one set away from the tournament win. Fillie, though, still hungry. Still looking for anything he can do. Bit of a random up smash. But he's going to egg him off stage. I don't think there's any way Incineroar recovers from that depth. And 6 will drop his first stock. I like that little fade back there by Fillie. Feinting a runaway, just finding his way in instead. That Alolan Whip is going to take the stock. Fillie now in his final stock of winner's side. And we know he can do it. We've seen him clutch these out. Can he hang on to it? Will he be able to take his first ever HoG? Oh no, he side B's off stage. That was real scary. Oh no, the down air! 6 a.m. Been finding these exchanges at the ledge really consistently, and they are going to net him a 3-0 into the bracket reset. Both players now having lost one game. This next set will decide the entire tournament. So once again, Yoshi versus Incineroar. Matchup for the ages. Which one of these two titans is going to take home tonight's HoG? I mean, it's really anyone's game. Both of them have won one set between the two tonight. This one will not only decide the tournament, it'll decide the set count. So real interesting. So far, Fillie starting things off, a nice 50%. A bit of a, that has to have been a misinput, right? And that's gonna help 6 even things up. And so far, it's a pretty similar story here. Phillie's able to find an opening. 6 is able to find one himself, evening up the percents. No real lead to be spoken of between these two. Fillie now battling with a bit of a percent lead on the one really matters. With Incineroar tries to punish the revenge. Is gonna get nared to super deep off stage. I don't think he has a double jump. 6 is able to capitalize on that really nicely. Fillie tries to go deep off stage to hit him. Isn't able to find it. Will he be able to catch this landing? No, he won't. Cross chop doing a great job of mixing up the landing. Fillie's able to find it with the ground pound though. Even percent once again. A lot at stake here between these two. And it all starts here in game 1. A lot at play. 6 is gonna be able to find the first big exchange. Another Alolan Whip so far. And he's able to catch a bit of an aggressive nair, and the revenge boosted Alolan Whip is going to take the stock. And now 6 sitting with a pretty big lead. Got the percent lead, he's up a stock, he's a heavy. What can you do, Fillie? Keeping this back up. Again, Cross Chop doing a great job at helping a 6 escape from these ladder combos. These up air strings that Yoshi is so attuned to. Now 6 just racking up the damage. Is he going to be able to find the stock off stage? Yes, he will. Chasing him off, doing a great job of mixing things up with the egg lay. Fillie down but not out in this game 1. He can still bring this all the way back. Lariat once again going to be a very solid get off me tool. Armoring through the back air there. One of Phillie's better approach tools that he's been using a lot. Barely misspaces the egg lay. He's going to take a lot of percent. Barely stays alive. And now 6, revenge on the board. Fillie 1 hit away from death, even without revenge. Can Fillie find what he needs to? He's super deep off stage. He's got to play this so carefully. And he's able to find it there. And another. But it's not enough. The rage and the revenge coming through back air. And 6, despite everything that Fillie threw at him, is able to take game 1. So Alright, back at it again. PS2, we sticking with it. Once again, trading blows back and forth, gonna be the name of the game. Fillie now is watching this tournament slip away from him. He's already won against 6 tonight. What does he have to find to get back on top? That's really gonna be the question of the hour. Or is 6 just figured out what he needs to do in this matchup? Like I said before, there is history between the two. The last time they played, Fillie won. Before tonight. Who's gonna take it? Oh, what a nice conversion there. Unfortunately, tried to chase up with the egg. Perhaps a little bit of an overextension. As he did get the revenge, and this revenge boosted Alolan Whip is going to send him to the stratosphere and off and take this first stock. Oh, that's the egg off stage? Good, not quite. Excellent mash. Fallen potatoes. And man, I am really running out of steam. Is that downer gonna do it? No, it's not. Phillie's finally gonna find it. The first stock of this game, but he's already super far behind the percent. 6 gets 1 read, 1 revenge. And he could be looking at the end of the second stock here. Good little conversion off stage. Nice little 33, but it's not a lot. And there's the revenge, and there's the Alolan Whip, and that's going to be the stock. Once again, Fillie looking at a very big lead. That he has to overcome, but he's doing a good job. Showing some serious aggression with these nairs, offstage chasing. Is able to double jump armor through what he has to there to continue the advantage, and he is building up some serious momentum. If he can find this, oh! 6 drifted a little too far back and loses the stock just by himself. Once again, Fillie in a really bad spot though. If he can make it back, we've already seen, no! And 6 catches the landing real nicely and puts him within 1 game of this tournament win. And I'm glad this is the last set. I'm really running out of steam here. Doing this by myself, but we're still going. One more game for 6. Phillie's gonna have to pull off the reverse 3-0 at this point to take the tournament. And we've seen some real explosive gameplay from both these guys tonight. Is this just a case of... Has 6 figured out the matchup? Has Fillie been worn down? Like, it is late. It's almost 11 o'clock. And 7 seconds into the match, and he already has 109% on the board, nearly taking the first stock. That's it! The stock is gone! They're not even 20 seconds in. Oh my goodness. 6 can smell the blood in the water, and he is starting to charge. Full head of steam. What a revenge. He is not leaving anything on the table. He's already lapped Fillie in percent on the second stock, and the revenge with the Alolan Whip, that's almost it. Alright, Fillie stopping the bleeding there, finally able to find something. But the Lariat coming through. And all of a sudden, Fillie on his tournament stock. This third game has not gone the way that Fillie has wanted it to. Can he find anything? A quick stock off stage, a quick gimp? He's going to need it to stay in this. That's a nice little setup. But he misjudges the recovery option. And he's gotta find anything to stay in this game, to stay in this set. This is his last stock of the tournament, and he's already sitting at kill percent, especially now with the revenge on the table. He's got to tread super lightly. He makes one mistake. That side B could have been it. Okay, alright, he's still in this. That was a really scary down B because he got the first hit with the revenge. Oh, this is the regrab. Is that gonna do it? The side B from center stage? No, not quite. He's barely alive, 153. He gets touched again. He trades with the back air, and that's it. 6 a.m. comes from losers. 3-0's Fillie twice to take the tournament. Well played both players. Absolutely phenomenal tournament we had tonight. Some crazy upsets, some great runs, and 6 a.m. gonna close it out. Alright, that's gonna be it for the tournament. It's gonna be it for me. Thank you guys for tuning in. I'll see you all next week. This is Badnik96 signing out.